Oh. Am I live yet? Yeah. Sorry, I was just asking me about a million questions. I'm like, I'm just trying to go live. Right. I've literally already spoke about all this stuff, but because it's a bit closer to all it happening, I'm just gonna run through it quickly. I think what I might do, because this is probably going to be a wee bit early. In fact, wait a minute, I need to put this in first. I'll feel into it if there's anyone here, and if there's no one here, I'll. Oh, that was my short. I think I might do a quick all signs for all the signs, but oh, that's why it's called all signs. But the thing is, I can never really do that quickly, right? And I have got more respectable shorts on tonight. You'll get that if you watched last night. It's really not a big deal, but listen there. I think I'll just keep it. I don't think I'll risk wearing. Um, just me 0 degrees Leo overreacting. Right, let's just write. Right, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. I can remember off the top of my head, but just in case, you never know, because it's Mercury retrograde, I might like not remember in the moment. Virgo, Libra, Mind Blank, Scorpio, which is what we're going to do after this. Sag, Cat, Aqua, Pisces, just like that. That's how quickly a year goes. Right. Um, so yes, I've got the fan here. If you've not seen that before, it's like I'm in a music video. That's why my hair is blowing. It's very hot here. Well, it's starting to cool down now, but it's still very hot. Like last night, oh my God, it was just unbearably hot. I really feel for some of you where it's hotter than what it is here. Because I mean, compared to a lot of places, that isn't even hot, but it's just, oh, it was because my niece was staying, it was just 10 times worse. Do you know what I mean? It's like when there's somebody else there, it's like, I can't breathe. The heat is just, yeah. So, and because I went to bed at 3 in the morning, probably fell asleep at 4 in the morning, that didn't help. And then, of course, she woke up an hour earlier and noticed. I was like, I knew that was going to happen. It's fine. All right, I've survived. Me and my wee doggy pal had a 30-minute nap, woke up 2 hours later. I was like, oh my God, it was time for her tea. But I'd given her a walk, so it's all good. Right, so I'm going to put these. This is if anyone wants a wee personal message whilst I'm live on this one or the next one. Probably the next one because I'll probably want to go quite quickly through all of these, but we'll just see. Let's put an hour on. Yeah, let's try and do it in an hour. In fact, I could wait a minute. I could do the maths right now on that. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? If I stick to I've done that too quickly. Why can't I do it? Why am my brain freezing? I feel like I'm in math class right now. Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna. Well, it takes as long as it takes. Like I can't think right now. Right. What was I gonna put here? Right. I think the best thing is. Oh yeah. I'll quickly talk about that stuff. Right. So, like I said, I've spoken about it in all the other ones, but just quickly, just in case people, you know, need to know. But I'm sure, again, the thing is, if you know astrology, a lot of you will know this already, but some of you I know, like, you just check in with what I'm saying, which, you know what I mean, it's crazy because there's, a big wide world out there. But anyway, but it's so Mercury direct is it's technically in the UK or wherever, if you're in the same time zone as me, it's looking like it's not till after midnight. I think it might, maybe it's like right before midnight, but when I'm checking, it's looking like it's not till after midnight. Did I even check the sound there? Yeah, I did. So yeah, basically what that means is, so yeah, in other parts of the world it probably is year today, but the day Mercury goes direct, whether it's year today, tonight, or tomorrow, it's because really it's a few days surrounding. It's very chaotic. I've always found, obviously, the day it goes retrograde can be like that, but the day it goes direct can be like that too, because it's like you're course correcting a bit, and that's, people can have quite big epiphanies in that. Like that's why it's the big joke around Mercury retrograde. Don't date somebody like, brand new, or don't get a brand new haircut or start a brand new project in a Mercury retrograde, because you might think it's the most amazing idea, especially, let's use a relationship as an example. And then as soon as it goes direct, that's when you might start getting the famous ick. Do you know what I mean? Or you're like, oh my God, like, how the fuck could I think this person was nice? And now I'm like totally seeing them for who they are. Like, what's springing to mind is because it's in Cancer. Like, Cancer is cozy, cuddle, cups of tea. It's like very mothering, loving. So, like, you could see somebody as like, wow, they're like such a loving, nurturing person. And then, like, when it goes direct, the blinkers might come off, and you're like, oh my God, they're like fucking really manipulative. Do you know what I mean? Or like, every time I, try to like pull away, say you've tried to cut something off, like, this person's like crying their eyes out and telling me that, they can't live with me and all that. So it's, that's just an example, because I'm thinking Mercury retrograde and Cancer when it comes to relationships. But it can go with anything. Like, that's why, I was saying last night, like, there's so many things I want to do on here, just ideas I've had for ages, but it's like looking at my own personal chart, I'm like, it's not really quite time, because it's like I might have a burst of energy some of the time, and then just kind of not the rest, like in a big way. And I'm like, nah, when I want it, there's some of the things I want to do, I want to be, I want to start it and be consistent. And yeah, so like I said, I think I'll start some of that stuff after the summer. But and again, that's a Mercury retrograde thing, because although we come out of it, just now, it's the shadow is, like, I kept saying the 7th or the 8th. I think it might be slightly later than that, but you know what I mean? It's always like roughly like 2 weeks or something. So you can kind of check that out for yourself. It'll say different things all over the place. But so just always roughly have in your head, right? We might be coming out of it now, but we're talking kind of like at least not quite 2 weeks, but I'd say like about 10 days roughly into August is really when we'll fully be out of it, and you might really have a lot of clarity about stuff. And then of course, the biggest thing that is that I channeled about, like, a week ago. Well, I started over a week. Well, yeah, a week ago, when I done all the individual signs, is the North Node going into Aquarius and the South Node going into Leo. So I spoke about that at the start of all those signs. So I don't think there's much more to say on that, other than the quick hits I keep getting are like, the North Node going into Aquarius. It's always going to be about like shock, surprises, shaking you up, waking you up, bolt of lightning out of the blue. It's all of that it's all the stuff I say literally every single Aquarius moon, so at least once a month, and really all the time you hear me talking like that. But it's I was bringing through a lot of stuff last night about, like, it is time to, like, what is your unique calling? What is your unique? What's what are you here? What difference are you here to bring to the collective? Because the Aquarius in the 11th house is the collective energy. It's stuff to do with the internet. That's why AI is going to be like more on the rise, whether we like it or not. And I'm one of the people that doesn't like it, although it is entertaining when I see the suggestions it gives me on that thing, on that mid IQ thing. Absolutely horrendous. Like I was saying the other day as well, and it's just, well, so many people keep I mean, I get it, like, that's what it's there for, but when people are using all the thumbnail suggestions, it's like everyone's thumbnails are exactly the same. So that's quite interesting, actually. That's a really good point. That, yeah, what I'm saying there is like, isn't it interesting that Aquarius likes to be different and unique? Like I was saying last night, like my moon conjunct Uranus, the planet that rules Aquarius. So like I can't stand when I see other people like, you know, just like kind of copycat stuff, or kind of like, you know, I like to have my own unique original idea, and it's kind of like, you know, but but with all that, those AI thumbnails in particular, that when people are all using the same software, it is really funny how it's like I'm actually glazing over some people's videos because it's like all the thumbnails are exactly fucking same. Um, but it's so really like I kind of feel like I think if you're kind of going against the grain and you're not using that, you might find yourself more successful. But again, I think it's just when you're just keeping it real, you know, you'll find who resonates with you. So see what I mean? I say different stuff every time I channel it, but yeah, it's generally, you know, it's expect unexpected. It's always that with Aquarius. You know, we'll see when it all sort of happens. But it is, oh yeah, the main thing is spontaneous, you know, spiritual awakening can be like complete bolts out the blue and just awareness and wow. And I've had loads of all the songs that were coming on when I was getting ready. There were loads about that. In particular, I don't know whether I'll talk about in this or probably when I get in the Scorpio one. But well, for one, the song that was on right when I started this is Celebration, Cool in the Gang, and that's always my song about union energy. So I feel really huge union energy in the air, and that was coming through yesterday when I channeled on the Mary Magdalene feast day. Superstar Jamelia's just come on the music channel there too, so that could be relevant to someone. That's very Leo energy, actually. You know, get your star quality on. Although it is going in the South Node, so I spoke about that yesterday. The things that that could sort of imply, but it's, you know, a lot of it is about, you know, if you've a tendency to be too selfish, then leave that in the past, the South Node, and focus more on the greater good. But it's really going to depend on where all this stuff lands on your chart. And um, and then yeah, the Aquarius. So that is all happening. So the Aquarius. Oh my God, I'm getting yeah. So Saturn retrograde in the North Node Aquarius, that is on the 26th. So that's basically Sunday, isn't it? Which is why I'm doing it now because I'm busy. And I don't like doing lives at the weekends anyway. Um, so Saturn retrograde, I spoke about loads too. It's just a time to go over your boundaries until like mid-December. Like it's, you know, just are you happy with the boundaries you've got with all the areas of your life? Are you respecting your own boundaries? Are other people respecting yours? Are you respecting other people's boundaries? All that kind of stuff. And with it being an Aries, it means business, you know. So really take a raw and real sort of look at all of that, and assertive as well, because Aries is about being assertive. Like assert your boundaries. And that is my top thing that I help people with. Because I've got my Saturn retrograde and Scorpio in the first house. So I'm very Saturnian in that way and can be very too serious a lot of the time is what I've and I'm, you know, I'm battling against that right now because Saturn, the Saturn which is about to go retrograde, is sitting right on my Venus. You know, like I'm trying to party. Like I'm only joking. I keep laughing every time I say that. I'm trying like party as one can when you're getting a bit older and tired and can't really do it anymore. But it's like I'm just trying to kind of relax a little bit, and I keep feeling like I can't because it's like that's what Saturn does. Even if you can, and there's not a lot going against you, it's like if something feels it all feels really serious. You just need to take a chill pill. If you've got shit like that hitting you, I get it. My wee niece that's got the exact same Venus as me has got it too. She's only 6, so I don't know how many problems you can have at that age. But sometimes she's speaking out a little bit of things, so I'll keep an eye on her. And by the way, actually, I don't mention that a lot, but it just popped into my head there. I love looking at kids' charts. So if you are like if you've had a session with me before, if you're like a client or if you're wanting to be or that, then I do that as well, and it can be very helpful as a parent to know your child's chart. I'll put some of the kids, the parents reviews of things that I've done for children over the years. Because we're in Leo season now, yay, and that is about children and inner child. Yeah, full moon Aquarius, exact same thing as I just said. Expect unexpected. It's always like, what the fuck? It's always what the fuck moments, like out the blue. I channeled months ago, but I feel this full moon in Aquarius is definitely going to be shock unions, like really important ones, because that is a few days after the North Node going into Aquarius. It's like, again, it's important soul unions, that your soul feels pulled to be in this connection. It feels more important than just the two of you. Um, which it doesn't need to. That sounds like really far out there, doesn't it? But that can just be like maybe you've got like a really innovative, because that would be Aquarius energy too, like idea to help the collective, and it's like it's only you two getting together that could make a difference in your wee part of the world, or maybe in a big part of the world, because Aquarius is internet too. So that's what I feel there will be a lot of, like I keep saying important, but yeah, like important unions. Um, and yeah, and then on the same days that on the 29th, it's the Sun in Leo conjunct Jupiter. So remember, Jupiter is the planet of luck, but I've never liked that saying, because I just don't believe in luck. So it's preparation meeting opportunity, and everybody knows that, because I say that all the time. I say the exact same thing, but it's true. Like, and again, with it being in, like, the sunny disposition, which I don't usually say, I don't know why I said it like that, of Leo, it's yeah, that could really feel very special, because I've channeled all the shorts, like, past the dates I'm talking about, and I was channeling a lot of like Lemurian energy and light code activations, and it, like, just, yeah, and it doesn't surprise me, because like I said, it's the galactic codes that are flooding in from, like, now, but like from the weekend onwards, and with this the basket alignment that we're in as well just now, bringing in all this energy. It's all, yeah, it's just exciting. Like, I can feel that buzz of electricity. It's just like kind of like all this change in the air. And then even the shorts that's just got released for tomorrow was about like a brand new beginning after karmic interference. So I dare say that'll come out again on the one that I'm going to. Oh, actually, I've just realised it will, because when I channeled the wee video for Scorpio, I think that was filled with a lot of that. And then I'm doing the bigger one for Scorpio now. And when I say Scorpio, it's Scorpio in the eighth house. I'll explain all that when I start that live stream. But that means it can resonate for any of us. We've all got Scorpio somewhere, and we've all got an eighth house. So it's all like secrets and taboo stuff and sacred union things, and like um pain, and yeah, like transmuting your pain, being the alchemist. Um but yeah, like I said, I'll probably, yeah. I think that's all I've really got to say on that just now, because I will talk about that. I'll do. When have I got her? I might actually do a live on the 29th, on the Wednesday. I've got my wee doggy pal on the Tuesday. Yeah, fuck it. I might just go live on the full moon. Be wild. But we'll cross that bridge near the time. But this is all the stuff going on. So let's just, because I did think this would be a bit quiet. Like I said, this historically, I'm not very good at sticking to the time of this, but because I've had such a long nap, it doesn't really matter if I'm up late again, because I'm going to find it hard to get to sleep. Crazy in Love has just come on, so that could be significant here too. Right, so let's. Wait a minute, I need to just think here. Why am I having such a problem working this out? Yeah, that works. If it right, okay, let's do it. I think I've worked it out. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know why I was being so, whether it's dyslexic or the fact that I've got everything under the sun's coming against me there. I don't know, but I'm tired as well. And let's just blame everything. And it's Mercury retrograde. Right. So, but when I start the timer, I need to have everything here. Actually, I'm going to put a note in the chat, because I feel I should have read, because it's like I'm going to want to say hi to people, but it's going to slow me down. So I'm going to put, like, I can't say hi to you. Wait a minute. Right, let's be honest. I probably will chat, right? But I've just put that in just to let people know that I'm doing, quick fire for all the signs. Well, I like the way that's came up on the screen. It looks cool. I always want to keep being paranoid that with the amount of cards, I'm not going to be able to get that message out. I can do it. I can do it in 5 minutes. Can I do it? I don't know. Right. Actually, let's just before I start, let's do some smudging. Right. And I always open up the space and do my own thing before I come on. So, but I'm just doing this again for I didn't actually smudge. And because it's like you said, we're not Mercury direct yet in this part of the world. So, well, basically, yeah, we're not. What am I talking about? We're not Mercury direct at any part in the world, whatever time you are. But it's basically from what I've worked out, it's more tomorrow. So if you're in my time zone, our time zone, if it's the same. So we're in the last of the chaos of Mercury retrograde, the official. And like I said, we're still in it because of the post shadow. Right. Help me bring in helpful messages, quick fire, 5 minutes. Let's be honest, if it's longer than 5 minutes, which is more than likely going to be for some of them, give a shit, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But let's just bring quick little messages, divine feminine, divine masculine, talking to each other, and other wee quick tidbits. And then when I go through each of the signs in a more meaty way, unpacking it, we'll see what ties up with this. Yeah, that's quite a fun thing to do. Right. I don't usually like doing this, you see, but it's I always just like to go back to it to see if I've changed my mind. I don't know why I don't like it this way, but I just don't. I think it's because I can't talk to people when I have to sort of concentrate and do it. Right, we'll put a timer there. Let's get a theme. I'll use this deck and get a theme, and then that can help me focus. Right, for Aries in the first house, for however many people are going to resonate with this, what have we got? Raise a crowd, right? We love it already, starting strong. If there was a third party interference, whatever it was, love, family interference, friends, which wouldn't be friends, would it be frenemies? Like freeze a crowd is in reverse. So that's what you want to see. There's no freeze a crowd. Like I said, we can't guarantee that it's for every Aries out there or every Aries placement or everyone's for it. So just listen to the rest of the story and see if it resonates. What's on the back? Let it go, release, don't look back. Right. So already what I'm getting here is I feel if you're the divine feminine, you're like, if you know consciously there is freeze a crowd, you're uh, like it's like what I always say because I'm an Aries, I suppose, and this is Aries. Like if you're trying to choose between me and someone else, or if there's me and lots of other people, take me right out of the equation, twin flame or not. I don't give a shit. I'm not being one of many. Like I know my worth. Fuck that, right? So, and I feel because you've let it go, release, don't look back. It's like this person's desire is like really firing up because it's like that's not a lot of people actually sadly are like that, and you've got a lot of women and like you've got a lot of women that would like chase after guys like big time, and it's just not the done thing. So if you're genuine about it and you really mean it, then it's rare, which is very North Node and Aquarius, right? Okay, what else? What's the astrological transit you're most going to be feeling for the feminine? The ninth house expansion. So yeah, so again, it makes sense. Like I feel like your consciousness is expanding. I feel like if you're the divine feminine, regardless of gender. By the way, I might not say regardless of gender the whole way through. I can never stop myself saying it, but it fucking annoys me. So just everyone use their common sense. I'll say it once now, and I'll try and stop saying it. But yeah, I really do feel it's like you've been learning lessons and teaching yourself like better boundaries, or you've been learning it off of someone else, and like I said, that is one of the things that I help personal clients with and on here as well if you resonate. And but yeah, I really do feel your conscious expanding, and it's like you're getting all the downloads and all this galactic energies, and it's kind of like whatever party you was holding back and like stalling. It's like it's not happening, and it's a good thing. Like your energy is getting too big, and that's funny because it's like Leo is about that. It's like take up more space, like shine brighter. Like don't dim your light to to fit in. Like don't be boring. Like Aquarius is anything but boring. Right. So because that's what everyone else like. Don't be a sheep. I feel if you're this divine feminine, you're a proper Aries, and you're like, nah, fuck that. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll attract who I'm meant to be with from just genuinely being myself, and they'll know my heart and they'll understand me. And also, I think what I say a lot, with Aries, because Aries is about confidence. If other people are not very confident themselves, whoever it is in your life, anyone around you, whether they're meant to be like friends or frenemies or family or lovers or ex-lovers or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like people can take that the wrong way and they can see it as arrogant. And a lot of the time, 9 out of 10, it's other people's insecurity. So, don't let that be your problem. If your conscious is expanding and you're growing and you're moving out of comfort zone, like don't hold yourself back for anyone. Love it. Right. What shine? take that. Shine just came on as I'm saying that. Let it shine. See, that's Leo. Right, okay. What's affecting the masculine? And I felt a wave of healing when I said that. Right, the masculine has path of least resistance, and I can never say that word. And Sagittarius, right? Wow. So the ninth house is Sagittarius. So you're actually both on the same page here. So Sagittarius secret, it's got in that. It's got a rainbow. So like I said, rainbow codes I feel are coming in, galactic energy activating the masculine. So again, for whoever's resonating with Aries in the first house, which like I said, it's just like what I say about everything. This message could be for anyone that resonates. It's like the masculine is taking the path of least resistance, and you're both in the ninth house Sagittarius energy, like expanding. But past experience, leaving the past experience in the past when it should be love it, release and square, yeah, releasing the challenges. Loving this. Right, okay. So how long? Oh my god, we've got 26 minutes, 26 seconds on the timer. Whoops, see what I mean? Right, so what does the feminine want to say to the masculine? I'm not gonna be able to. It's Aries, it's the first one, so let's put another. I'll put another 5 minutes. I'll see how much I go over that. What does the feminine want to say to the masculine? Oh dear, that one. So mum says hang up. So again, there could have been a mother figure that was disapproving. And actually, that really makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Wow, that's mind blowing. So for whoever resonates with that makes a lot of sense to me. I was channeling it. Whether it's someone's mum has taken like a dislike to you, or whether they know you're not, because sadly that can happen, or whether it's like the mother of a child or an ex or a present partner. You never know. Like there's some kind of mother figure that's like hang up. I don't want you. Look, it just popped out again. I don't want you involved with that person, or they're whatever, blah 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 blah. What else is the feminine saying? The feminine's not saying that. That is something that's coming out. That's the feminine's feeling that there is an issue with a mother figure. Every time something important, good or bad, happens in my life, I want you first. And I'm so grateful to have you as my divine masculine. And keep going, you're closer than you think, masculine. Right, okay, what have we got from the masculine? I miss holding you. Oh, a bit sad. And what? And my life has changed so much since meeting you. What if you don't accept me for who I really am? Oh, and I don't want this to be over with us, okay? And I can picture a life with you. Yeah, so that makes sense. If you're both in, out of all 12 signs, which have the 12 houses associated, and you both get Sagittarius in the ninth house, which is about expanding beyond your comfort zone as well. And for me, it's literal journeys, but for me, it's always about the shamanic journey, the spiritual journey. And it's like both of you are expanding past your. So it's like I've got a deck of cards where it's like a greenhouse and it's a tree growing out the greenhouse. Like you've expanded so much that like wherever it is you are, like your neighborhood, your friendship group, your family, in some cases it's like you're growing too much and you can't be around that. You're getting the ick at that energy that people are uncomfortable with your growth. Right, what else? And curiosity, yeah, and that's what I mean. Like I feel the curiosity, particularly from the masculine, to move now, to journey towards their feminine. Learn to be curious about each other. and manifest. Be clear on your outcome. And I feel both of you are clear on your outcome, and that's why you've both got Sagittarius and the ninth house, if this is resonating for you, of course. And for the feminine, this is going to take a while, but anyway. So that's probably part of the message. This is going to take a while. So as a feminine, you were probably like, this is going to take a while. And actually, that makes sense. So I feel with that coming out there, with that card popping out twice, it says mum hang up. Mum says hang up. I feel if you're the feminine in this collective, I feel you've sensed right away there is an issue with a mum not liking me, or there's an issue with a mother of a child, or there's an issue with both, or there's an issue with a strong female energy in this person's life, maybe a few. And this is going to take a while, like, you know, so I'm not going to hang around and try and make this person see the truth. Like, they will wake up and they'll see the truth when they're meant to. High priestess, yeah, because you're, oh my god, sorry. Again, if you're, yeah, people that are here all the time, you know, are going to get it. But look what I've just been saying the whole time, because this is what I mean. It's just God and the guides that speak through me. If you're new, you'll hear me say that all day, every day. I kept saying your consciousness has expanded, and I feel expanding consciousness after I kept saying that. So they've obviously chucked that card out to stress this is genuinely all the truth for whoever resonates. I feel the feminine, I feel you've already had a very heightened like awareness that there is a big issue with family, and that this is going to take longer than 6 months kind of thing, like, you know, for this person to be able to see the manipulation around them, and that whoever it is around you is wanting you to play small and stay small. You're gonna, you know, as a feminine, you're gonna have to step right back and come right out of this person's life and help them to, you know, help them by just focusing on yourself, and they will wake up for themselves about whatever it is. It might not be family, it could be friends or codependent, or like I said, someone's created a family with someone, but you'll know what it is. But I feel if you're the feminine, you're like, this message is blowing me away. It's exactly what I feel or felt or blah blah blah. So it's just confirmation. Because like I said, I was like, why did I keep saying expanded consciousness? And then that couldn't be any more clarity. So masculine, can't. Beyond delusion. But that is always my card, that somebody was under an illusion. Somebody was under manipulation of family. You change your perception, and they're changing their perception, and they're on the same page. Wow. And that's why a union is very soon. Holy Grail union, receive the gift. It's like basically what I would really sum this up as, the masculine has woke up to the manipulation. This is exactly what I titled one of those videos. But yeah, the masculine has woke up to the manipulation around them, and they're on the same page. Whenever this catches up to it. And enlightenment, yeah, the consciousness has expanded of this group of masculines, and they're now enlightened to things that they weren't before. I mean, wow. With enlightenment, there's no separation. We recognize that we are one with the divine. That's blown me away. And yeah, and so that is literally what I've just been saying as well. Guys, look at this. Union surprise. I'd like it if it was more surprise union, but look, I was just thinking what will I use for the thumbnail. Yeah, there's a surprise union coming because this person has woke up to the truth. That that's the same cards that came out in one of the other ones. I think it was Scorpio. Look, intense, and it's going to be intense. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. I'm telling you that all the shifts that are going on right now are huge. Look, honor and spiritual. Yep, someone's spiritual journey is just beginning, whereas yours may have been a long time in it. Honor your loved one, and you'll notice your relationship becoming stronger. That's what this person wants to do. Right, let's stop for the thumbnail. Good. Surprise intense union. Oh, surprise intense union. Well, that's giving Scorpio moon right now, isn't it? See, this is Aquarius full moon. This is North Node going into Aquarius. This is Sun conjunct Jupiter. This is all the other transits, you know, the basket thing that's going on. Wait a minute. Right. Surely that's. I can't. Oh my god, I can't be doing the slowing down from. I don't actually only need one thumbnail because it's like, and this is that. I think we can agree that is the thumbnail. Oh no, it doesn't say it the way I want it. Oh no, surprise intense union. I wanted it the other way around. can't work out. If I hold it here, I think that would make it the right way round, wouldn't it? Right, I'll just try once more. This is what me and Becca were laughing at yesterday, that people laugh at this. I promise I won't, and let I don't. I really can't see. I can't see a thumbnail beating that. So, but that was 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have to put. I like that. Surprise, intense union. I pulled it away too quick, but anyway, right? Okay. So where are we going? Right. Okay. So this is now Taurus in the second house. Same deal. I'll try and use all the same cards, but I need to get them back so that I need to get them back. So again, I feel that's a message already coming in. The song The Weekend is on right now, but not like The Weekend, the band. It's like, I can't wait for the weekend to begin. I didn't really like that song. But so maybe there's something going to happen at the weekend with all this intense astrology. Someone's like, I've got to get this person back. Like, I can't lose them. Right. What have we got as a theme here? Sorry, I don't know if I'm going to be giving it. Look what I was saying. I mean, now I want that as a thumbnail, but we can't stop. So yeah, do you know what's amazing? Right, this is so exciting. This card kept coming out reverse, like the other week there, just last week, and now it keeps coming out upright. So this is what I'm saying about, because we're closer at the nodes changing. That's when these reconciliations happen. So yeah, new love reconciliation. So again, I feel it's someone from your past for the majority of you. It's like, I've got to get this person back. Like, I can't lose them. Clarity. I've got the clarity. Change of perspective. I was mentioning that song that's just called Clarity. I don't know who the singer is because they're not that well. They're not that well with me. But the song is like, sounds like it's an earthquake or something, and it's like, I was so stuck inside my head when the ground began to shake. I can't remember the word. It was you, it was you, it was you. Anyway, it's called Clarity. Put it in. I'm sure you'll find it. I'll put it in the comments. And it's just basically someone saying, like, when everything was going on around me, whether it's a literal earthquake or everything was crumbling like the tower metaphorically, this person wants you. But they could be going through some legal matters, decisions, justice, injustice, because we've got that in reverse. Right, okay, I love that deck, but I'll put it down because I'll be with it forever. Right, so that was a weird thing to say. I better put it down because I'll be with it forever. I think this is one of these things where, like, the masculine originally has felt like, oh, I better put this connection down or I'll be with it forever. Like, this person's felt an instant connection, like maybe even like past life connection, and but like maybe it's came at a time in their life when it just wasn't wanted, like they were too young, or too well, not too ambitious, but like had a lot of big plans for their life and love couldn't get in the way. But that was strange the way I said that, so I feel it's going to be relevant to someone. Right, for the feminine, we have Cancer nurturer. So Mercury retrograde in Cancer. We literally just came out of Cancer season yesterday. I feel you've been focused on self-love and self-care and been very affected by the masculine. Well, yeah, it's been very affected by the masculine. So whatever whatever the masculine's going through, I feel your energy has really picked up on it. And what's interesting is the masculine now has Capricorn and Sovereign, and so Cancer and Capricorn are opposite signs. And so this kind of reminds me of what I was talking a lot about last night, that specifically when you're twin flames and you've got oppositions in your chart, you need to, I mean, in my opinion, everyone needs to know their chart and be more interested in astrology. And that is something that's going to happen with the North Node in Aquarius, because Aquarius has a lot to do with astrology. But there's already that been happening even before we've went into that, because the North Node in Pisces, like Pisces is about anything spiritual and mystical and magical, and people have gotten interested in all of that. So it's just going to sort of be a continuation, I feel, in that way. But yeah, it's like I feel you could have been like I feel you are very different, because twin flames are. Maybe that's why they made me wear the yin yang black and white top. But it's like I feel it's like what I was touching on yesterday, that I feel other people saw this and used it to their advantage, like in a nasty way. Right, okay, so what have we got as a message from the masculine. I can feel yeah, it makes sense. I can feel you pulling away. Have you moved on? So again, see, it's a bit similar to the one I've just channeled for Aries. Like this masculine feels a shift in the feminine, that you're pouring more love into yourself. Like opposed to in the past, you would have been like pouring all this energy out to them and sending them healing and worrying about them more than you're worrying about yourself. And because you're pouring that energy back into yourself and still caring for them, you know, it's like they're feeling it and now they're starting to assess what really matters. And what really matters is you. Like there's other things that matter in this person's life, but what losing you is not something that they want to happen. My fears keep stopping me. But again, that makes sense of what I just said. This person, it wasn't that they didn't like you, it was that they liked you so much and too soon, and they felt it was going to hold them back in some sort of way. I mean, this is a common occurrence. If you go, oh no, this can't happen right now. Come back later when it's more convenient. I mean, that's not how love works. I never expected to feel this way about you yet. It's making sense. I'm coming back soon. But now this person's worked all that out. It's like, I'm coming back and, good luck getting rid of me. Like it does feel like an energy that's like not going to give up. I think there'd be respect there if you didn't feel the same, but I'm talking to people that feel the same. I know you worry I will see the real you and run. You're wrong. I love every side of you unconditionally, is what the feminine's saying back to that. And our spirit babies talk to me. I wonder if you see their signs too. So that could be something that's happening there as well. That, the masculine is having dreams of like the future together and what that might entail, because obviously that wouldn't be for everyone, but it's like there's something here that feels really significant. You make you make me so hot just thinking about our times together. So you obviously shared intimate times together. I know you want to contact me, follow your heart and do it. That fits with what I was just saying. Yeah, well, so that's what I said. It feels like the feminine wants the masculine to contact them, and they're gonna. So happy days, right? Okay. And what's like a wee bit of advice from this deck? We've got curiosity. Oh my god, same one as Aries. Curiosity. Yeah, there's a lot of curiosity building here. This masculine's feeling all the astrology and ready to pounce, I would say. Focus on what's in front, ahead, yep, and what's in front of them is the goal, and you are the goal, and the goal is commitment. Congratulations, it's time to celebrate. And I did say that the song that was on pause when I started this was Celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. I couldn't not sing it. Heaven, your loved ones are always with you. Yeah, and I really do feel loved ones and spirit have been helping this come together. It's 21, 21. 21's the world card coming full circle. Something's completing here, but it's like a happy ending that's coming. It feels like a long time coming for this one. Right, so yeah, union. Look, oh my God, see, I mean, this is exactly what I said at the start. There's a lot of union energy. So Holy Grail, that's Aries got this too. Receive the gifts, yeah, of union. It's two people that have done the work, the masculine, and there's because so feminine, you're getting the union because the masculine is releasing the lower timeline. Because it says releasing lower self, but I always like to say releasing lower timeline because I just feel like releasing lower self feels a bit sounds a bit fucking cheeky, doesn't it? But right, what have we got from this deck? And so I've done this a bit quicker. I've done that within 8 minutes, but there's I might take the whole 2 minutes if I have the message. Signs, yeah. Again, this person, it feels like if this is somebody that's tried to kind of talk themselves out of how important this connection is, they just can't do it. Like they're seeing all the signs. Watch out for the signs leading you to true love, and all the signs lead them back to you, or lead you back to that person. And that's why this is always my card. Someone wants to meet up. Can we meet up for a coffee, or or it might be, can I come up for a coffee? It's however that fits. Even when you feel lost, there's always a way through the labyrinth. But even if it's that kind of one, it's like this person wants more than a fumble in the dark. Like it's like they want more. Be open to accept divine guidance in your relationships. They want, yeah, look, marriage. Again, it might not be literal marriage, but they want union. That's so funny I said that and it came out. A marriage of souls is a union of the two divine counterparts blending together. Beautiful, right? Okay. 1 minute, 1 minute. See, I'm getting a bit quicker as I go along. So let's go on to Gemini. I better tick them off or I'll end up doing some twice or something. Right, Gemini in the third house. What have we got for Gemini in the third house? So keep in mind it can be for anyone. Third house is about communication. So this could be a message about communication for however many people are going to resonate. I think I might change the title actually because it's not got all signs in it anyway, unless I do a thumbnail or something for it. But my own one, not an AI generated. Freeze a crowd. I'm loving that this card keeps coming out, and the fact that it keeps coming out reversed, amazing. So again, same as Aries. If there was a third party interference, it's in the past. I just feel this is going to be the case. I know it might seem a bit too good to be true, but I feel that's the case for a lot of. If you experience a lot of like interference from all angles, I feel the North Node in Aquarius. It's like that. God's like that. This is like back off, people that are trying to stop these important unions coming together. It's not called a divine union, a holy union for no reason. It's like God's angry. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, look, God's angry at the lies and the deception and the secrecy. So again, this is why this. So although Freeze a Crowd is in reverse, I feel. Look at that. There's a letter as well. I feel there's gonna be some kind of secret comes out that a third party lied and caused a lot of confusion here. New doors are opening, new home. But it's kind of like now that the truth is out, there's new doors opening, magic and manifestation. Like a union's going to manifest because like a huge part of the interference. Look, celebrating and dating, but it's in reverse. Yeah, that's exactly what I could feel it was. Like some kind of manipulation or lie that's been told. Some kind of again, it'll make sense to whoever it's for. It's like I feel I want to use this deck. Maybe it's like someone's lied and kind of known someone's insecurity and played on it. It's like it's caused a lot of like deep seated pain in both people, and it was a lie. Like it wasn't the truth, and whoever's been lied to is working this out or something. It could be like an ongoing kind of lie. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, but you'll know if it's for you, and it's been found out. You know, and eclipses link back to each other. So like, and so what I haven't said a lot of actually is the eclipse season that we're heading for, right? So it's like we've got the new moon eclipse in Leo, a couple of weeks after the full moon Aquarius, and then we've got the full moon and Pisces eclipse. And in eclipse seasons, like when I've always loved astrology from when I was wee, but not getting my whole life story here. But when I first got even more activated to like the channeling in astrology the way that I do, it was eclipses that I was fascinated by. And then I don't know, I got less, but anyway, that's what I was obsessed with at first. So I've always known that eclipses can link to each other, right? Like any eclipse, I believe, like something could have happened like 15 years ago, and then something you get a sign for it. Like I mean, I know things that for me, I got a massive sign, something like that actually. Not about 15 years ago, but it was not far off that. And then I know that I will then get the answer on another eclipse, which hasn't come yet, but I know that I will get an answer to why I saw what I saw because it was really significant. And I've heard things in other areas of life about that, but also this eclipse season links back to like I think it's like 18, 19 years ago. Yeah, I think it's 18, something like that. Definitely 18 years ago. So think about some, if you can think back to what was happening around then, you might find that there's some kind of conclusion coming about. So God, I mean, it could even be that specific, like literally like 18 years ago, there's been a lie about something and it's only coming out now. That's really specific. So let me know in the comments if that's real. But look, giving too much. You're depleted because you give too much. You need balance of give and take. Stuck in the past, let go your ex completely so you can truly welcome new love in your life, right? So out of all those cards, that's the only one that I remember being about an ex. So when love takes over, that's kind of funny because I don't know when that came out, but that was a long time ago. But yeah, there's something about an ex. I wonder if an ex has lied or something, or an ex has like infiltrated something in some way, like fed a lie through other people, or I don't know, but it'll make sense if it's meant to make sense to you. Right. So for the feminine, maybe this has got something to do with Uranus going into Gemini, bringing like flashes of awakening and awareness to the Gemini placements. Or like I said, we've all got it somewhere, but Gemini shadow is gossip too, so I often do pick up on things like this. 10th house, but whatever it is, look, whatever it is, you're being like put in the spotlight, and a masculine's paying attention. So look, we've got Yang and 10th house, but recognition. What I'm getting is the feminine. So I feel this is quite specific. I feel like if you're the feminine, right, male or female, I feel you could be doing something in the public eye, right? And it's like a masculine has been able to see what you're saying. So yeah, obviously I'm doing that right now, but it's like there's loads of feminines that are doing that, like male and female. But it's like it's something like that, and something you've said has highlighted something, and it doesn't add up, like, but in a good way, and it puts whoever in a bad light, like it's not something's not true. So however, yeah, I don't know what that's all about, but let's see. Right, okay. Masculine. We've got sextile potential, yet the masculine is seeing some kind of potential in this now that he couldn't see before. Cancer, nurture, yeah, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, someone spoke shit or something, or maybe said you didn't like them or something. Refine, and it's like, you know, it's something confusing like that, that someone's gonna get to the bottom of. Right, the feminine has past life healing. God, this is juicy. Yeah, in the past, so yeah, it could be past life interference, like someone's followed you from a past life to cause trouble. I think that's what it is, you know. I think there's been a past life where you've had a frenemy enemy, and then they followed you into this life, and they've caused a blockage in your union in this life. But they're getting found out now. It's like there's past life healing, maybe as far back as 18 years ago. The masculine acknowledge, take responsibility. Oh, so again, however, like it doesn't need to be 18 years ago, but something in the past is happened between you and the masculine's now acknowledging and taking personal responsibility for where they've believed a lie, and soul merger, and now this is like a union can start coming closer together because this has come about. Heaven, your loved ones are always with you, but right away when I pulled that, I didn't get it. It's like I feel loved ones have been guiding this together, but I heard that Bruce thingy's, you know, so, like locked out of heaven. Like this person feels like they've been locked out. This person feels like they locked themselves out of heaven. This person feels like they had the keys to heaven, like this connection with you, and they like got locked. They locked themselves out. You know, they threw the keys in the bin. You know, like, does anyone want this? I don't want it. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's something, I've never had that before. Free will, yeah. Look, the path you take is up to you, and they didn't pick the path. But I feel it was like, you know, affection. It was in reverse. I don't need the cards. I can. It's like, you know, it's like someone said that the feminine, like they don't like you or something, like at some point, and then or they've said something about you that's not good, that's made the person angry and made them. Oh my god, what am I doing? I just need to check I've not put that lipstick all over my, because it's going all over my hand. I mean, every time I get off, oh my god, I've got a lot of colours going on here. I felt like I don't know why I felt like all the colours of the rainbow there. Right, okay, so, um, oh, I'm picking up so many decks, I'm getting confused now. Right, so what does the feminine want to say? A bit lost in the story of this one. I'm here for you day and night, and one day you'll be right by my side. So I feel like you've always had faith that the truth would come to light, whatever this is, the interference. You need a soul retrieval to feel more empowered. And it turns me on to imagine us together. Well, obviously, the Scorpio moon right now is doing its thing. There's been a couple of cards like that coming in. And the masculine, right now, this is where we might get more of the juicy details of whatever this was. What's the masculine saying? I'm coming back. I'm coming back soon. Yeah, this person's coming back soon because they found out the truth. What if you don't accept me for who I really am? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, you know, because this is going to be for a few people, but this, all these cards are backing up what I'm feeling. It's like a third party has known someone's insecurity, or they've known that you really like each other, and so they've planted a seed. Like, I get messages like this all the time, but it's because it does happen. It's like they've planted a wee seed, and they've known what they were doing, or they could have been around this person, like, oh, there you go, for maybe as long as 18 years or longer, and been planting the seed, planting the seed, planting the seed. And it's like now this masculine's like really seeing the damage for what it is. I'm still healing wounds from a past relationship. So again, it's going to make sense to you if that's you, but we had the other card said that too. Someone was stuck in the past about an ex. So yeah, it could be that, like, you know, some nasty fucking gossipy fuck, as I like to call, has like said something about, it could even, like, I was more feeling it like something's been said about the feminine to the masculine, but it could actually be that something's been said to the. Wait a minute. No, I was feeling it like something's been said to the masculine about the feminine, but it could be that something's been said. Could be. I think it's both ways, but that something's been said to a feminine about a masculine, like, and the involvement with their ex, and that like, oh, they're like hung, hung up on their ex, something. It's gossip, So it could have been elements of truth, but really twisted to keep people up. The silence is killing me. Like, somebody could have said they don't want to hear from you. Like, what if you don't accept me for real I am? Like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry for lying to you. And it's going to make sense whoever it's for, but let's the alarm went off, so we got soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So again, whatever was said in the past could have put doubt into this person's mind. Universe, and the universe is guiding you back together, or God, as I prefer to say. And they're like, they said what we said. Yes, this is your soulmate. Yeah. So for that card to come out twice out of 2 decks, this person really doubted this connection, but I am feeling it's because there was a third party that really planted a seed of doubt. But it doesn't matter because there's going to be a rekindling. But you see, that makes sense. If something's been such a over a long span of time, we're talking decades. If this, if it's been 18 years or longer, it's like, it's like whatever's been trying to stop, it's not going to work. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled, and that's what's going to happen here. Boom brought the mic, love it. Let's just see if another shady one, toxic behavior or something, comes out. What else do we? This is why I can't stop because I'm like, I want to get the name. What have we got here? The chaser, attachment, seeking validation again. So you see, I could get loads from that. Overall, this person's about to start chasing you to rekindle things, but as well, something could have been said here about like, oh, they don't like that you're kind of like, chasing them or something, or like, cool it down or something. It could have been the opposite, like the other person wanted them to do that or something. Wishes coming true. Yeah, wishes are going to come true, and it's the people that try to stop it are just going to have to, like, watch it happen. New doors are opening, new home. So again, and like, it might even be something that's like, it's like, a romance is rekindled after decades, and then it's like it goes at the speed of lightning, and you move in together and all this, and it's like all the people that have tried to stop it are just like, sitting miserable watching, like, well, was that really worth it? Like, but it's something shady. But anyway, let's move on. Right, Cancer. Oh my God, look at my lipstick all over my hand. Like, see, lipstick all over my hand. Like, that's funny. That's like lipstick on your collar. Oh, let's get that deck then. Look, the cooling eyes to this, the shady one. So I think, this might be quite a weird message, like a darker message that comes out for Cancer. So this is probably going to be the Mercury retrograde Cancer drama. Right, what have we got? Why did I get that kind of, like lipstick on your collar? Like, that's like cheating kind of scandal or something, isn't it? Whatever that saying means. Creativity. Yeah, that's what it looks. So that feels like it's feeding in. Steals your work, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off you. So again, it feels like there's a copycat energy here for the Cancer fourth house, and that's the hidden energy. So it's like some kind of frenemy or something. Under pressure, anxiety, decision times run out. Look, that girl stressing. So yeah, like I feel like some kind of copycat energy here has caused trouble. A groupie in reverse, yes, like a wannabe, like somebody was copying, trying to be like somebody, trying to, whatever. It's usually somebody wants what somebody has, love or otherwise. Twin flames, yeah. So that is, oh my God, and got a cases in the back. So that's why that deck's a bit. Well, that really would be karma, wouldn't it? If you went after somebody's twin flame and then you caught something you weren't banking on. But that's kind of funny, that message. But look, so it's a twin flame union was sabotaged by a copycat energy that wanted what the real twin flame had. As in, you can't steal somebody's from it. You can, but it's like kind of like you're not going to be able to keep them very long because it's not your twin flame, right? So it's like somebody's just what, like, they've liked the idea of it and they've tried to, like, steal the energy of the real feminine. However, they've done that, and they've tried to be a groupie, like, it's desperate. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. And it could have all happened recently in this Mercury retrograde, like over the last few months. Bad news. Oh my God, see how that, right? We're putting this deck down. See how that fits with the caught a case thing. Spiritual hater. Yeah, I think this is a frenemy. Look, hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. Like, they hated that you're a twin flame and they're not. and they wanted, they've tried, you know, they could have potentially got what, you know, they could have got with your twin flame, but it's like, they've ended up hurting themselves more than, I don't want to dive into that. That all feels pretty fucked up, to be honest. Physical connection, the sacred union of bodies two becoming one, but it's not going to work. Yeah, it hasn't worked. So it's either that somebody's tried to feel your essence, like it's destiny swapping, like, and you know, look up for yourself what that is, but that can come about in many different ways. Like, it can just be like someone's like copying bits about you to try to get somebody to like you, because like, right, well, they're in love with them, so if I start acting like them, doing my hair, being like maybe they'll want to be with me again. Worryingly, you know, you need help if you think that. But it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's not going to stop at like a two becoming one, because it's not, you know, it's not, they're not really twin flames, so it's not going to work. So like, so this is, it feels very unique what's coming through here, but it's like, even if somebody did, look, you're my destiny. Jai ho, I didn't even know that's what it meant. The Pussycat Dolls, like, you're each other's destiny. So even if somebody has like managed to, you know, get in there in some type of way, it's not significant enough to stop a union. But the thing is, they might not have even got anywhere with this person, but there's definitely been an attempt, and I would say something's happened for at least a few people for that coming out there. But yeah, material attachment, too much focus on visible trappings, and forgiveness. Allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. Yeah, I would say something's happened there for that sort of combination of the cards, but I want to get back to the cards I was using because I kind of went off the beaten track. It'll be funny if Frieza Crowd comes out now. Like, what? But you see how this is what I mean about this can resonate for anyone, because this is Cancer in the fourth house, which we've all got that energy, and because Mercury retrograde in Cancer, it's whatever drama went down in a Mercury retrograde. This could just be like for one person, or you know what I mean, a group of people or something. Bad luck of a group of people who went through exactly that. Right, wish is coming true, but I feel like, look, if you're the innocent party here that's had stuff done to you, your wishes are going to be coming true, perhaps around that full moon in Aquarius unexpectedly, or again, you might be getting some shock surprises of the nasty variety of what I've just sort of kind of uncovered there. But it's like, again, it feels like bad karma coming to people that tries to cause harm, and like your wishes coming true in whatever areas of life, and the eclipse season being important as well. And yeah, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, that could have been one of the people that's tried to cause trouble, or that could be one of yous, or it could be happening when, yeah, look, oh, like that did sound like a frenemy, didn't it? Look, that's that card that I channel. Come on, just come out and get drunk with us. Yeah, we know that you love her. We know that that's your twin flame, but just come on, come and party with us and get drunk. And then it's like one of them, you know, a ho 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 of whatever, male or female variation, you know, variation. Look, oh yeah, oh my god, I love your guitar. Play it for us one more time. A groupie. Yeah, and then it prevents the celebrating and the dating between the real twin flames, and it causes injustice. Right, that's, I'm tapping out of that, but that's, you know, I'm laughing, but it feels shady, and it actually make my stomach turn, because it does feel like some kind of frenemy enemies went after somebody's person, and it's an injustice, and there's regret and there's remorse, and it's like, even if the person, yeah, if the person sort of fell for the manipulation, it's like they get it now, but the damage has been done. And it's, but again, you'll know, I feel if this is you, you'll know, this wouldn't be a shock to you, or you'll find out soon, and then this will make sense to you. But messy, right? You'll always be the one that got away, but I know that you'll come back. That you see, that's why it's paired with the messages of whatever someone has tried to do here, to be sad and desperate, it's not worked, you know, and it's probably caused themselves a lot more pain, as well as yourselves. I don't contact you, give you space, when all I want is to be around you, or speak at least. Please don't worry, baby. Everything's working out. Take your time to heal. Oh, don't call me baby. Right. Now is not the right time. Ah, but you see, if that's, this is all fitting in, isn't it? Now's not the right time because I'm feeling guilty about how I fucked up. I can't get you out of my head though. Like, it's given somebody's done something they feel bad about. They can't get you out of their head, but they don't want to face you. No one makes me feel the way you do, so it wasn't worth it doing that. Whether it's just someone you know or not, but specifically coming through like someone you know. You mean the world to me. They don't. I can picture a life with you. Can't picture one with them. So many songs remind me of you. And in some cases, you know, it's like this might be like someone's tried to move on to trigger you, or you've tried to do that with someone. And again, none of that ever works out, guys. Right. So for the feminine, we've got refine and daily operations. Refine your sixth house routine ritual. Change up what you do every day. The North Node Aquarius is going to do that anyway. Masculine, and we've got the same thing. Yeah, oh my god, same cards. Just keep. You're both so you're both changing up your everyday ritual routine. And this is, do you know what? Right, whatever the fucking hell that was, I feel it's like common. I feel it's common knowledge, or it's like gossip around the community or something. Because now we've got the 10th house, and that can be when something's like gossip. You know, it's in the public eye. This could even be like people that are in the public eye, like it's some kind of fucking drama. But to me, that can even be like in a community or a neighborhood. Like everybody knows that somebody's fucked up. Everybody knows she's just done that because she's wanting to get to such and such. It's like, you know what I mean? It feels embarrassing. Right. Soul merger, and it's not going to stop a union. And the masculine's getting all the codes that this needs to happen and reprogramming their. Yeah, it feels like somebody fucked up. Look, reprogram your soul, release, raise, reclaim. You know, and it's funny, they're flashing in my mind, right? I'm going to finish this one here. They're flashing. I just looked at the timer at 144 as well. They're flashing in my mind that I was watching Love Island for a change, like before, you know, last night's one before I came on here, and it was like they were flashing back. So there's a Mercury retrograde to the past of a few weeks ago, and it was where the guy was crying when he was like confessing his, like, you know, feelings to the girl, and he was like, you know, he was doing a big speech, and it was actually really lovely, and it was, you know, he was basically saying, I've really struggled with lust in the past, and I can't remember what else he says, but that was a bit that stood out to me. And it's kind of because it was just really honest and vulnerable, and he's like, you know, but it feels like, you know, but basically he's saying that like you've changed that, you know, like I do feel like a changed man, but he fucked up, like he fucked up before, like he fucked up on the program in order to change, which is what I say all the time about. I find it fascinating about Love Island and just life in general is that often is when somebody majorly fucked up, they get the wake up call. And what's brutal for some people is it can be genuine, and some people don't let them back because they're, you know, they've got really strong boundaries, and quite rightly so. You should, but it is kind of sad. Something, you know, if it is really genuine, like genuinely sorry, and this person has changed, but that's, you know, you shouldn't take risks like this. Respect. You should just, yeah, respect the relationships that you have that are special, and don't take them for granted. And be fucking lucky if you do get that person back and treat them right. Here for it. Right. Respect your relationships. Yeah. And chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner. You see, I think whatever all the details are there, I think someone self sabotaged. But I definitely look, honor this union. And there's another. Oh my God, are you kidding me? There's another intense union. Look, intense union surprise. Come here again. Intense union. There's an intense union surprise, and someone's wanting to honor this connection, but it's after self sabotaging. But as you could see, where my little Scorpio feelers are getting into that, there's a couple of toxic fuckers that have really. Let's see if it's an X or something. It's not an X. It's connection. Leave the bridge. Love is a bridge connection, souls cherish those connections. That's just like what I just said. Unseen. Love can be blind, and sure you're not overlooking the red flags. Look, guys, I need to stop it somewhere, but I think the red flags are someone's pals. That's what it feels like. And I think that's why they're not letting me stop, because I think some of you might still be friends with these people. Keep the flame of passion alive. It's a heartbeat of love, passion. Like someone's jealous of whatever it is you've got the potential to have or what you've got. And I feel somebody, if, like I said, I feel it's gossip in a community or something. Anyway, that's some tea, but we're moving on now. Okay, so fears for all of that. Right, Leo. Oh my God, now we're gonna have to go back to the toxic deck because Leo's always gonna bring the drama. Right, okay, so let's do it in the order of thanks for whoever's hitting the heart. So, you know, fires me up when I'm doing this. And I might not be I think I will still do Scorpio, but it takes me ages to do this, right? Center, I want to get a word. kindness, right? So whatever's went down here, let's keep kindness in our mind always. And oh, I thought that said forgiveness, expansiveness. There's that word again. So is this similar to what I've just said there? Is there a situation where someone's consciousness has expanded and be kind to them because they're changing? It kind of feels like what I've just read on. Right. Leo, fifth house. Remember, fifth house is sex. It is. And it's like casual encounters. It's also fun, playful, children, inner child healing. It's loads more things like that. But they did just, a post that just flashed up that said fancy a night out. So you see, it's that kind of energy. And there's nothing wrong with that. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you do fancy a night out, but it's kind of like maybe something's happened on a night out. Let's see. Maybe you're going to bump into your soulmate on a night out. Maybe you did meet your soulmate on a night out. Maybe you met your twin flame on a night out. Soulmates, past life, true love. And I've always said that I met my twin flame in a club, and I've got my Venus in Aries in the fifth house. And so that would say that I would meet my true love in a club. So don't always judge it, that it's because when it's casual and it's never went into a serious relationship, you could be like, oh, that's just sex. You know what I mean? But would one be channeling in such an intense way for 5 years now and doing all of this for 11 years? If it was just, oh yeah, that's all that was. No, he doesn't mean it, That's my side of it anyway. Right, okay. So what else about this? That's funny. So again, someone's awakened. So many questions. Where do I stand? So someone could be awakening to this true love connection. At last, after turning their back on it. And again, this person could have a lot of desire. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean that the desire's been towards you. This could have been dispersed in different areas. Let go, release, don't look back, but we'll see what this is all. That's the main theme here. Someone's spiritually awakening to a true love. And let's see if any of the spiritual awakening what did I just pick up by accident? Because it's never an accident. Mirror. Reflect on who you truly are. Yep, it does feel like someone's going through an awakening to this connection. Oh, I didn't put the timer on. Lucky for you, Leo in the fifth house. Oh, what's this? Same shit, different day. Yeah, someone's going through an awakening. Just feels so monotone. It feels like everything's boring. Like I'm finding myself thinking about that person from the past and wondering how things would have turned out if I'd not taken a dirty offer instead of this. What it says dirty offer. Because this has just turned out to be same shit, different day. And I want to close this karmic cycle. Maybe the person was after their money, fake flexing. And they want you back now. God, they're giving us a story. Because I love you. But I think in the past they rejected you. Because that guy's like, no, I'm not wanting it. But now they want to give you an offer. Yeah, so this is a classic case of somebody has rejected your advances. Now this is so fucking this is so interesting, right? Because like all I've done is been so tired, right? So all I've done is like, me and my niece had a slow morning and then she's went away and then I've just hung out with the dog. Basically I nap most of the day. And then when I got up, I put The Office on and I was listening to songs. But it was just so weird. All the messages I got, it's not so weird. It's what happens to me all the time if you're aware. And again, like I just said, with my Venus in the fifth house, I get so many messages through songs and films and programs, really anywhere. But I love songs and films and there's a lot of downloads that are going to come through about this. But anyway, and Leo is creativity, so it would be songs and singing and films and everything. But yeah, it was the episode of The Office where like I just caught the end of it, but I know what episode it is. It's like, so basically if you don't know The Office, Pam and Jim take years to admit they like each other and they're never on the same page. And it's the one where he's with this other girl, but he's just totally not into her at all. And Britney Spears' Toxic is on. And that's so weird because that is what I was thinking. I didn't say it, but I was thinking, I think someone's chose like a toxic, like a dirty offer. They've chose a toxic person not knowing how toxic it was going to be. And now that, like, you know what I mean, they know that wasn't love, this was true love. I went the wrong way basically. And now it's like, why the fuck did I do that kind of thing? But yeah, anyway, she, you know, in the office, like that Karen isn't toxic. She's just not the one, and she knows she's not the one, and it's kind of a shame, really. But anyway, Pam confesses her feelings in front of everyone, right? And then you don't see what he says to her, but then you do in another episode. Anyway, the point I'm getting at here is that episode ends and it's lovely. I think it's the next episode actually, where she's, you know, how they're always talking like it's a documentary, and she's saying to the cameraman, I'm sure Jim got the job, like he's great, why wouldn't he get the job? And if I never see him again, I hope he'll be happy and stuff like that. And then it's so amazing because he pops round the door because we've seen that he's rejected the job because he didn't want to be away from her, and he pops his head around and he's like, Pam, can I, do you want to go out for a drink tonight or something? And she's like, oh yeah, sure. And then like she's got tears in her eyes and she's like, what was the question? You know what I mean? And it's so lovely because you're like, and then I think that's actually then snowballs all my favorite episodes where they get together and everything. But it's the point that it's like she's saying before that, like, did it take me 3 years to tell him how I felt? But I done it, like at least I done it. So again, whether it's a man or a woman that's taken years to confess their feelings, I feel that's what this person's about to do if they haven't done it already. Possibly after you done it, and then they've taken like specifically 3 years to tell you back because that's what it was in there. So, right, with all that, I've actually kind of lost touch of. No, I didn't feel any of the cards. Right, so Chiron. Right, so look how I was saying I've lost touch of what cards I've used, but the Chiron going into Taurus really could, be affecting the feminine in a big way. It could be, you know, rubbing up quite a lot of your personal planets, and just like that's funny the way I said it, but shaking you up quite a bit, and the masculine, and it's about to go retrograde as well. Remember, well, not about to, but not too far away in September. So the masculine's coming into a bit of luck. And remember, luck, no such thing as luck. They're putting in the preparation and then they're going to go for it. Juno, commitment again. Juno in Aquarius right now that I've been channeling about as well, is yes, like the spontaneous, important commitment unions with all the other North Node in Aquarius. Aries, warrior queen. So again, that Chiron in Taurus right now is going to retrograde back in Aries. And actually, what I just said about affecting the feminine, well, yeah, that's me as well. So, because I'm the end of Aries. But yeah, all of that's what's going on. But that was actually the masculine's cards. They can fit wherever though. And talking to the masculine wants to say, because keeping in mind this masculine is realizing they're in love with someone from the past, they're awakening to that. It looks like they chose a dirty offer, as in, it's not my word when it's the card, as in something hasn't worked out with someone toxic. I see myself having kids with you. I don't want to lose you. Will you forgive me? I don't want to keep hurting you. So that all makes sense of what I've channeled here. Someone's like, will you ever forgive me? I'm sorry I hurt you for not choosing you. The truth is I don't want to lose you. The truth is I can see things, developing further in the future, and I miss kissing you. So, maybe the person they chose a bad kisser or something. Sorry, after that's just what popped into my head with what came through. But I'm not ready for commitment. Or I don't think it would be like, I feel like it's like, with that, I mean that is what popped in my head. But it's like it's like I feel a bad kisser in the sense I feel that this person's like, when I kissed you, I felt something. That's the most I've ever felt when I kiss anyone. And when I kiss this other person, when I kiss anyone, I don't feel that. And I've been trying to feel that in other people and I don't feel it with anyone. But I wasn't ready for commitment. Like I just wanted to be a player. I've never felt a love like this before though. It's basically the players getting hit with the feels. Right, so don't like the word player, but that's what came out of my mouth, and that's me dropping the cards. It's like a tower moment. Happiness. Unlock the doors to happiness. You've got the key to unlock the door to happiness, masculine. Are you going to do it? Yep. Chemistry. Yep. That's like what I was channeling. There's just too much chemistry and it's unmatched. Embrace a mutual attraction. And that's what this person keeps resonating. Oh, resonating? Yeah, they keep, well, whoever that person is, if they watch this, would strongly resonate with what I'm saying, right? But it's like that's what that person keeps reminiscing on. Nobody makes me feel the way you do. Nobody kisses me like you do. I don't feel the way I do when anyone else is with me. So receiving cosmic intelligence, yeah, this is someone's getting all the downloads, waking them up, and yeah, reprogramming their soul. So it's kind of like what I said about Love Island not long ago, that it's like somebody's reflecting on the things you struggled with, like lust and stuff, and not wanting to be like that. And yeah, I've always got your back and I'm proud of you, is what the feminine's saying. So maybe the feminine's like aware of that, like that you're, because that's why I like watching that guy say that. I liked the clip watching that today, and I liked it when he said it, because it's like everyone was like, oh, he's a player and he's never going to change. I was like, that's not what I'm saying. Like, I don't like what he's done to that girl, and I certainly wouldn't be fucking impressed if someone done it to me. But it's kind of like I can tell when someone's full of shit and not, and like I would be quite happy for them to win, because I think they're a beautiful couple. They're all good looking, but they're good looking and they're nice people, and I think it's genuine. You're my biggest teacher, and I'm grateful. Yeah, and I feel whatever that I feel this person's. I feel whoever this all's read it. I feel this person really put the feminine through it. Like I feel this is someone that's had possibly even a sex addiction, but I feel it's very lusty, like with you, but like you know like that guy said, like that's what I mean. Like men in particular, I feel are battling against lust every day, and a lot of men are just like, hey, I'm gonna let the lust win. Do you know what I mean? Let's be fucking honest. So I think it takes a strong real man to not give in to lust, because look at the dirty offer. You know what I mean? There's folk from all angles giving dirty offers, and lots of people go, oh yes, I'll take you up on the offer. So if you find one that doesn't, fucking keep them. Do you know what I mean? But again, at the same time, if somebody wants to run and do that, then let them. But like, don't let them and stay with them. Let them and get them to fuck is what I would say. Because a lot of people, anyway. But anyway, this person's changed because we've got commitment and a wee ring and feeling. Like that's funny the way I've channeled it, but that's what it feels like. Somebody has went from absolutely not with commitment to absolutely yes, and I only want it with you. So take time out to explore the deep emotions you're experiencing. This person could be having a breakdown, basically. A breakdown to a breakthrough, a spiritual awakening to realise how they feel. Commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. And it's like, you're their Juno. You know what I mean? It's like, um, so I've channeled about Juno loads in the past, but just quickly, I just feel that we need to go into that a wee bit deeper. It's good to know where your Juno is, because it's what turns you on. And 9 times out of 10, looking at people's charts and knowing people that, it's so amazing how a lot of people are not with somebody that, like, obviously I'll be discreet about how but like, yeah, it's quite interesting. But again, it's not too much of a problem, I see, because I'm usually talking to someone that isn't with the person yet. But actually, no, that's a good example with twin flames. It's usually like, when I look at twin flames charts, usually the person's Juno. Hello, Becca, how are you doing? Usually, like, so say for instance, usually the masculine's Juno will describe the feminine to a T, but the masculine has chose the dirty offer. Like let's stop calling them that. Like they've chose the karmic energy, who is nothing like the feminine. Like, but it could equally go the other way. Like basically, it's just, it interests me, and it depends where the Juno is as well. Like sometimes people keep you know, their Juno is like their fantasy, and they don't go after it because they think it's too good to be true and it's not real. When you could actually have what your ideal Juno commitment scenario being with someone is, and it's you that's self sabotaging. I feel like I want a card on that. What else have we got from this? And then I'll move on to Virgo. Hearing your name still makes my heart race. That card perfectly fits with what I'm saying. Like, hearing your name. If you're the feminine, that person hearing your name just makes them feel all kinds of things they don't feel. Like, you know what I mean? If someone mentions, oh, an ex, like whatever, like, or don't fucking talk to me about them. But when someone says your name, this person might again be able to hide it in front of other people, but inside they're like feeling all types of feelings. How did we go from everything to nothing? Like, it fucks them up, and that could have confused them at first. But now this person's working out, it's because it's love. Maybe. So, but again, they could be going through an ego death. Like, find it. This person could be like, that song I like channeling. Cause I'm the king of wishful think. I'll get over you. I know I will. I'll pretend my heart's not sinking. Gossip only hurts more. Oh, that would have been interesting if I'd pulled that in the Gemini one. But yeah, look, Ace of Swords in reverse and that. This person could talk shit. No, I don't feel like that about that person. I got over them a long time ago. But it's a lie. It's really because I'm terrified. Because you're so beautiful, why do you need me? Like maybe sadly this person feels like they're not good enough for you or something. But it feels like whoever's this is resonating with, they're getting through it. They might come in a playful way because they want to make you happy. Look, play, enjoy. That's really sad. I can feel that. And the fifth house is about that. So it doesn't surprise me that message coming through. You brought a lot of happiness to this person's life, and they've never found that, and they've never found all of that combination in another person, and that's what's making them realize they love you. Boom brought them out, love it, love it. Right, we need to move on. So, um, right, Virgo. I knew this would take ages, but it's fine. Right, what have we got for Virgo? Virgo and sixth house placements. Let's see. Oh, timer, spring. So, did something happen in the spring, or is there a new beginning coming? Hot and cold. So again, maybe somebody could have popped up in the spring and then they ghosted again. So maybe this year could be, I mean, any year. And again, I feel it's, yeah, this is quite specific because Virgo is specific details. It's like someone's working on it, someone's planning. So I feel if somebody kind of like put the feelers out to you, like, like to you directly, or like maybe it feels like maybe because that gossip, I know it says gossip only hurts more, but I'm kind of feeling like maybe like this person got a message to you through someone else, and it's not because they're trying to be hot and cold. It's because they're getting there, we're working on themselves, but they're not quite there yet. But when they do show up, possibly on a like might be the might be very soon at the full moon in Aquarius at the end of the month, or the eclipse at the end of August, and someone's wishes are going to come true. Again, passion, desire, fantasy. That's like what I just said about Juno. I feel that's what you are to someone, right? They've got passion and desire for you, but they saw you as a fantasy, and they've felt more comfortable keeping you as that. Whereas now that's what this person's working on to feel ready to actually date you and to make this happen. The feminine energy. Look, the masculine's been healing themselves to feel worthy. Full moon again. See, celebration and dating. So it's like, yeah, I don't know what that's about, but it's specific, so you would know because I feel this person's kind of. It's like I said, it's like they've popped up, or I don't know. You've heard something through someone, so it is quite specific, right? Okay. And what have they said when whatever this is, or it hasn't happened yet? Past, present, future. It's like it feels like the energy of someone that's working on themselves and panicking. You're going to move on, so it's like they try to let somebody else give you a hint that that's what they're doing without actually needing to say it. Or it could be just very direct, like a text like, "Hey, I know it's been a long time. You might not want to hear from me, but I think I love you." I don't know. I've been working on myself. I'm not the same as before. That's actually what a card says, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? Can we meet up in the summer? I don't know. It's something like that. It's weird. Right. I don't want this to be, yeah, like that's kind of the thing. I don't want this to be over with us, but I'm not quite ready because I've got a lot going on right now. And then the person will be like, why the fuck you getting touched? Like, you know what I mean? But I feel it's like that's, I feel this would be wanted from the feminine. Like, I feel it must be because you're like thinking they're not coming or something. I'm so grateful. Yeah, I'm so grateful for you. I don't want this to be over with us. But I also feel I'd sabotage it if I come forward right now. I daydream about you, and that's when I've been comfortable. I let my doubts and fears get the best of me. I'm still kind of doing that again, but this is where, like, we're always going to have shit going against us, and you can't wait until that goes away. It's what would combat that is communicating with each other what your doubts and your fears and your desires are, because everybody has them. Again, mum says hang up. So again, there could have been an issue with someone's mum not liking someone. It turns me on when I imagine us together, is what the feminine's saying. That was come out a few times. We're doing it. We're breaking free from the matrix. And I've always got your back. I'm proud of you. We're doing it. We're breaking free from the matrix. Yep. And don't worry about the past. It's a fresh start for us, which always reminds me of the James Arthur song, Just Us. I send you. Oh my God, is that what I was feeling? Oh, that's kind of annoying if that's what it was. I was like, God, this is quite weird. That's not really. Look, I send you telepathic messages. So let's actually. That's really quite funny because that's. I knew it was something about a message I was feeling. So, that could all just be like telepathically. Someone's like, "I'm so grateful for you. Like, I'm not wanting this to be over. Please don't leave me. I'm scared. I'm thinking about you too." And I'm like sending it telepathically. Well, I think the advice might be send an actual message. No one makes me feel the pain. Right, let's for the feminine. Yeah, look, the chosen one, fast track to ascension. So it's kind of like the feminine's ascending. And again, you could resonate with being like, a chosen one, or again, I don't really like using that term too much. I think it can sound a bit dickheadish, but I mean, it is a real thing, and it just is. Because you have a different experience in life, you do, and it's not always a pleasant one, to be honest. People can be right assholes. Trust, ask, listen, allow. Again, the masculine's trusting, and they're clearing their energy blocks. All their chakras are being lit up. They're getting all the answers. They're preparing to come forward. Chemistry, yep, the chemistry. Your energy's intoxicating, pulling them in. Happy couples understand each other. That's what I just said. You need to talk. Someone's sitting ruminating over their own fears, and it's like you need to talk about it with each other. Vision, right, again, so the feminine has a vision of this coming together, you just don't know when. And the masculine is the sacred messenger. Yeah, so Gemini, again, so I do feel this masculine throat chakra. Gemini is the throat chakra. I do feel this masculine's going to send some type of message. So again, I think they've been strongly sending telepathic messages, but I think that is going to turn into an actual message of some sort. A message that comes through an email, a call, and we're obviously just going into Mercury direct as well. Or again, this person could just pop up on you. It really just depends. It's what's going to be the most realistic, but not necessarily, because with all this surprising energy, it could just be bumping into the street or something. I don't know. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yeah, there's forgiveness here, and a lot of feelings. You begin to feel your heart beat faster when you're close. And deception. Yeah. Again, I feel this person has been lying to themselves for a long time, and that's what they're coming out of. But to be honest, I'm getting lost in the source of the messages because they feel like they're blending into one another. That's what happens. Right, Libra. What have we got for Libra? Now I'm like, I shouldn't have done this because I don't think I'm going to want to do the big Scorpio one, but we'll see. I say that and then I still get to it. What have we got for Libra in the seventh house, the house of union? Something's manifesting, magic and manifestation within a matter of days or weeks. So that's quite specific. Something's about to manifest within a matter of days. So it feels very connected to the North Node shift, feels very connected to the full moon in Aquarius. It feels very connected to everything in the title. And if I've changed the title, it's just the astrology I've been talking about. Luck is on your side. Good news. Yeah, someone's stepping forward with a lot of desire. These messages are becoming very samey, but they're nice messages. Wishes coming true. Look, there's the full moon I've just mentioned. Yeah, that's quite crazy. Look, whatever comes out in this, right? Because remember, this is about Libra's union energy. A union or a wish come true is about to manifest within a matter of days for someone. So let's now, I'm just a messenger, like that Gemini card said, the sacred messenger. So let's now see whatever comes out in this, if it resonates for you, and remember, if it's not happened yet for most people, so past, present, future. So obviously, if it's happened, let us know in the comments. If it's happening now, let us know in the comments. If you're too scared, email and let me know if it is, or keep note if it's future energy. And basically, the future's catching up with the present because Aquarius energy is the future, and we're stepping into the future. That's the way I'm seeing it. So for the feminines, the influence is Pluto transform. Yes, absolutely. I was talking about the Pluto in Aquarius, conjunct the Juno, wasn't it? That's right now very intense energy. Like I have to have this person. I have to. I'm desiring them. Like yeah, I have to have this person. I'm desiring them, and it's a Scorpio moon right now. It's that energy as well. It could be driving somebody crazy actually. And that's the feminine. That's not the masculine card. Right, the masculine has 10th house recognition. So the masculine could be getting some kind of public recognition for something in business because I've just pulled 10th house and then second house business finances. So the masculine's business could be really booming in some kind of area or something. Separation. Separation is not the end. What about the separation? Manifest. Oh yeah, and that was those cards. Because I was trying to remember what those cards were. I'm actually going to turn them over because that's kind of like keeps me on track with the theme. Yeah, so that's continuous card saying something's going to manifest within a matter of days or weeks. But I was more drawn to the word days, so that's why I'm feeling it's got something to do with Mercury direct today for some of you, and the North Node and all the other stuff, guys. I'm just yeah, I'm not going through it all again when I'm when I'm doing this. But yeah, it's got a lot to do with all that. I'm so proud that you're my divine masculine. The mum card fell out again, so a mum could have been an issue. I want to listen if you let me. Now, see what I mean about them getting mixed up? Because that's what I was just saying in the one before. Like, you need to talk. You're my biggest teacher, and I'm grateful. So whatever shits went down, the feminine's grateful and can see why it's all happened. Right. Otherwise, you wouldn't be coming into a union. Hello, Katie, how are you doing? You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of maturing that has to happen on both people's parts. And you have to work through a lot of anger and resentment and pain, and you wouldn't be allowed to come back into a proper union if you hadn't worked through the majority of it yourself, because it's it just wouldn't work. But if you know what I mean, but you need to work through the rest of it together because it's not just like, oh yeah, work through it yourself. You know what I mean? But yeah, this depends. It's different for everyone. So you need to talk about what's happened. Right. Now is not the right time, but it came out reverse. So that makes sense. That's why something's likely to happen in a matter of days. And again, please take this up and just it's just what's coming through. It's not for everyone. But it makes sense to astrology. Yeah, I want to come back home to you where I belong. Yeah. North Node in Aquarius. Someone's been called back to who feels like home, to that cosmic kind of love, desiring it. I've got a tarot reading on you. There's the North Node and Aquarius energy coming in too. Someone's getting more into out there stuff. I've never expected to feel this way about you. That's why they got a tarot reading. And again, this is, I used to say this all the time. I don't say it as much anymore, right? But like, in one way, it's a good thing if they're going to someone genuine because it's like, well, good because they're going to hear if someone's genuine is how much you fucking love them and want the best for them, even if that means not being with you. Do you know what I mean? But in another way, you're like, because of how many people are like tricksters and again, there's even some amazing like mediums only that are great mediums, right? But they're not great at reading the twin flame journey. Like I've experienced that throughout my whole life. So, I always say that if you're a twin flame, don't get a mediumship reading from someone that's not in the twin flame. Like, get a mediumship reading, but I wouldn't really be asking about your love life because they're going to read it wrong. Like, and it makes sense if someone's not on the journey, they don't read it right. Because, like I say all the time, I know I say the same thing all the time, but it's so important because when new people are finding me, I would not be saying the same shit if I wasn't a twin. Like, it's not a journey for the faint of heart. And I would be, yeah, I wouldn't be telling anyone what to do their life. Make your own fucking mind about your own life. Use your own personal responsibility. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the trials and tribulations you go through are like fucking nuts. And it's, but again, I just accept it differently. I think my soul has chosen this journey and that's it, and I help people through it. I'm just here following my own soul's calling and helping people with their calling mainly and their love life when it comes into it. And I'm very proud that I have helped twin flames actually get together as well. You know what I mean? But obviously that's people doing their own work on themselves, and most of those people, they've worked on themselves, their own career, their own calling, their own healing, and then that happens. The silence is killing me. Yeah, that's why something's going to happen in a matter of days. This is someone that's cracking up with a desire. I pushed you away because I was scared, not because I didn't want you. I'm struggling with money. It could have been that as well. Although that's weird because that just said someone's getting attention for their business. So but maybe it's bad at it. Like maybe someone's in bankrupt. You know what I mean? It could be anything there, but I don't know. Let my doubts get the fears of me. I let my doubts and fears get the best of me. God, I'm losing track of what cards I've used here. Right, I think we'll just go to this deck now because we've got 2 minutes left. Right, what have we got? Are we going to get a union card? Surprise intense union again? That's so funny that this came out twice in that order. Oh, we have you are lovable. Yeah, this person's needed to love themselves. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I never get that with this card, but there's something coming through about this person is getting in touch soon because they're panicking that you're going to meet someone else or that you've already have. Look, when they know that this is worth waiting for, and again, this is why I get bored doing this because it seems like the same thing's coming through, but it's a good thing. It feels like a lot of masculines are really working on themselves, and it's divine timing, and that this they know that this is worth waiting on. That it's like wanting to look passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Is that my God, I used to love that song when I was younger. Now you're gone. I feel my love, something strong. And I'm missing you now that you're gone. Waiting here by the phone. The picture's hanging on the wall. Which doesn't really make sense, but I don't know, it's something like that. Now you're gone. And remember that to the time. And I'm missing you now. Do you know what I mean? It's like this person's missing you. They're sitting about looking miserable. You're sitting about looking miserable. And now they're like, hey, let's fucking get her sparkly dress on. And he's like, yeah, let's get her t-shirt on. Let's go out and party. And then they're obviously going to bump into each other on a night out. And it's all going to be like, oh, I miss you so much. And I miss you. And that's how I remember that's how it goes. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits. You forgive your parents. Oh, guys. We got the mum card. Yeah, there's definitely family interference here. Maybe someone's family is like, that's not the one for you. It's like Romeo and Juliet kind of shit. And this person's like, no, fuck you. It is worth waiting for. That's who I'm passionate about. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to go and have a heart to heart. I'm going to go and do what I should have done a long time ago. I don't know why I'm talking American. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Hello. Actually, I've been saying that throughout this. That is the answer. Stay optimistic about your love life. This person's coming in a matter of days, apparently. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Children, again, children. This person could have like a child or several children. You could have a child or children. You could have children together. There's loads of ways that could go. Wedding. Someone could have just got that makes sense. Like children and then wedding and someone could have just got a divorce or be going through a divorce. And they're getting in touch to be like, I'm free. I don't know. Kind of gives that, doesn't it? But right. Oh yes. Oh God, totally. Because I always because Libra is divorce. Libra seventh house is divorce as well. It's marriage, but it's also divorce. So I always pick up on that. Right, Scorpio. That's if I've got an energy, that's the big one that I'm going to do after this. So let's see. So what have we got for Scorpio in the eighth house? This is actually the one where there was a lot of family interference when I've done that in that other big one. But there's not now. So there's going to be that is giving union, celebration, and dating. So again, this person could be coming forward, like, can I take you on a date? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be significant. So again, Libra season could be the next significant season for something happening. Yeah, that's really sticking out on that card. Divine timing. Not yeah. There's something coming through here, right? That I feel like whoever's going to resonate with this, right? I feel like there's going to be like dating and getting to know each other and stuff. But it's not yet because it's got not yet, trust the process, alignment. Like things are aligning in divine time. 10 in the morning or 10 at night could be significant. It's all like look, a divinely timed date is aligning here. Definitely something about Libra season. I mean, it doesn't mean that there's not something before that, but there's something special. I don't know what. Yeah, look, planning, working on it. Like someone's planning a really special date in Libra season. So that's like September, October. I mean, maybe it's because it's someone's birthday or something, but or a party, or I don't know. New arrival. Oh, right. Okay, God, this is giving a whole different spin. And oh my God, well, actually, sorry, this is making me want to pee myself. Sorry, how did it go from things are aligning for a divinely timed date to new arrival? Things have moved really quick here. So I think that's a little bit of a be careful message here. There's a divinely timed dating scenario. Someone's planning something for Libra season, and before you know it, there's a new arrival. So congratulations if that was planned. But I mean, that's given. Oh God, is that not? Oh no, it's the other way around, isn't it? I'm on Scorpio, and Scorpios are made at Valentine's, like thereabouts, isn't it? But also, if something's being planned in Libra season and then Scorpio season's after it, I think that could be, if you're not wanting new arrivals to arrive, then I would be careful. But if you are, that's on the cards. Fake illusions. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, fake illusion. What's the fake illusion? Oh my God, please don't tell me. See, because I'm in Scorpio and that's the dark stuff, as well as all the good stuff about it. But, and also Holly Valance Kiss Kisses on. New arrival, and then fake illusions comes out after it, and then spring and the vet, like, I'm getting all types of messages that I've not got energy going into here. Look, new arrival, illusion, and spring in reverse. I mean, did someone like claim they were pregnant or something, and then like something never happened or something? Chemistry. I don't know. I think there's some sinister stuff coming in there too that'll make sense to ever. But it's like, but what's more coming through is spark, attraction, magnetic field, chemistry. There's something about dating and chemistry and things happening in divine timing, and that's distracting me. So we'll just move on. Right. Okay. So, but maybe that was a karmic distraction or something. Right. Feminine has Neptune, and then Neptune is about illusions. So take that as you will. Something's confusing here. Masculine. So clients and mentors. This person could be um, getting help from mentors or healers or something. Ninth with their expanding consciousness. Ninth house, especially because that's mentors, and that was the ninth house, and that was learning and teaching. Right. What do we need to know here? Commitment. Congratulations, it's time to celebrate. Yeah, so again, that's quite interesting, all the celebration and dating. Resolutions. Like, strive for harmonious solutions. Whatever it is, there's something aligning here. There's definitely some kind of interference here, but it's like something's going to move very quickly, and celebrations. And remember, the song that was on was Celebrate, like Cool in the Gang when I started. What's the feminine saying? It hurts my heart to not have you around. I know you worry I'll see the real you and run. You're wrong. I love no. I love every side of you unconditionally. You can achieve anything you set your mind to. You are my equal, the yang to yin. So that's given that the feminine saint the masculine. I've got a good sense of what it is you're worried about, and if you just open up and talk to me, we're going to be able to work this all out because I've got things that I'm worried about and I want to talk to you. But it's giving be vulnerable. Vulnerability is beautiful. Yes, the electric creative expression, creative expression. So lots of distracting things in this. Well, I keep saying the energy is electric. It is because it's the North Node's going into Aquarius. That's the electricity, and the full moon in Aquarius is the 29th. That's the electricity. Shock, awakening, creative expression. Also, like someone could speak out of the blue. Time to forgive. Look, there's a man going through an awakening. And right, so what do the men or well, it is that, let's face it, the masculines, this is a man deck. We can't, that's not a woman saying that, but you can change it how you will. Right, there's just some decks, it's like, look, the ones with the hot man, it's a man saying it. These ones are also a man. Oh, I haven't used that deck actually. I've cried over you. See, Scorpio, 8th house is pain. This person has cried over you. My fears keep stopping me. Oh my god, that's literally what I just, you know what I mean? Because I'm channeling. That's what I just said with the feminine card. I can't stand not talking to you. Oh my god! And that's right. Okay, this is annoying. This is actually very annoying because I just gave the solution. You need to talk to each other. Everything I do it for a future. Oh my god! I really love that because we saw that someone is planning something and there's celebrations. I'm taking responsibility for mistakes, but there's definitely something there. Oh god. Sorry, but I'm actually wait a minute. Yeah, what if you don't accept me for who I really am? So again, you can work that one out for yourself with what I've just don't know. There's some that's yeah. But I don't like the wording of that, but you know what I'm saying? All that combination of shit. That's interesting. Right, okay, so what have we got? Is it going to be surprise and tense union? Because that's what it did seem like with those other cards. Passion, oh, passion again. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Did I not already use these cards, or was that just for the one before? I don't know. Intense and well, if that wasn't interference and drama from third parties, intense passion does lead to new arrivals. So the intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows, which is what I was just actually saying not long ago. I say it all the time, but free yourself. Ah, yeah. It's time to take back control of your life. This person, or all the people that resonate this, is freeing themselves from a controlling situation, or just freeing themselves from where they were trapped in their own fear about this intense bond. Telepathy. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. And when it comes to Scorpio energy, I always call it sexual telepathy, and that's going on right now because it's Scorpio moon. Synchronicity, a divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. I feel this person is experiencing huge signs of synchronicities, possibly signs from their loved ones in spirit, because my nose is like crazy itchy right now. New love, and they want to bring about a new love situation because it's not unrequited. Unrequited love came out in reverse. This person's worried that you're not aware of their plans, boundaries. Having sensible boundaries is important. Like that, it feels like this is somebody that's trying to respect your boundaries. So you've put some kind of boundaries up with someone at some point, or that's how they've perceived it, or that is what you've done. Do you know what? Oh, that's passion. I just passion again, and specifically, it could be if this person's come at you in a very intense, passionate way. They keep. I just shuffled an intense, passionate way. They're worried that you think that that means they don't look true love in reverse, but it's both. It's true love. This is the romance of a lifetime, and it's intense passion. It's all of it. But I wondered how. Oh my god, what the hell, man? My nose is going crazy. What was it that was reminding me of that? It was a song or was it a film? I've wrote it in my phone. let's find it. So, that's what, oh my God, I love it. Right, okay, so this was what happened yesterday, right? So I've mentioned this before, but have you ever seen the John Bishop? It's his 25th anniversary celebrating, like, how long he's been at the, being a comedian. Anyway, it's brilliant, right? That's the third time I've watched it, and I caught it halfway through, but it's, oh my God, it's amazing. I do love him, but it's so brilliant. But anyway, he tells this big story about him and his wife, and blah blah blah. But there's a bit in it, and I remember when I was watching it, I was kind of fiddling about my phone. I think I was listening to a video or something. I wasn't really paying attention, and that really caught my attention the first time, and then like really in a really big way, and I think I used it for one of the channelings here, and then that happened the other night when it was on as well, and basically I've quoted it, but he tells this funny story about when they first met when they were teenagers, and it was like, but I don't think this is about I think this is about now, why this person's taken so long to come back, and basically the story he tells when they're younger is that he said, right, I'm I'm going to be back in 5 minutes, and when I come back, we're going to go out on a date. Oh my God, see what they're doing there? That is literally, so that fits with, right, okay, and so, and then, and it's funny because she was like, and she was actually raging because I left and I was away for ages, 45 minutes, but. And then anyway, so this is meant to be, when they're older now, they're in their whatever 60s or something, and the woman's relaying, she's like, I was absolutely raging because you were really cocky, and you just knew whatever, you were acting really cocky, and like, you took 45 minutes to come back, and I thought, how dare you and stuff. And then it's really sweet because he's like, the reason I took so long to come back is because I knew I only had one shot, and I needed to get it right because I knew it was you that I wanted. So I wanted to do it properly. And it's just, there was something about when that, it really hit me, and it was like, whatever it was I was doing for this, it was like, wow. And it's the same feeling. So maybe it was a Scorpio one again or something, but because I thought I was going to say that in the big one, but it's come out in Scorpio in this, but it might come out again. But yeah, because I took ages because I knew I only had one shot and I didn't want to fuck it up. So I feel that is a message for some, and because your minds can go all over the place of why that someone would take it. Oh yeah, and then that's like what I was making the point of with Jim and Pam as well, and one of the other ones, like that she took 3 years to return the feelings that he had for her, but they both been crazy about each other, but it's just they weren't quite ever on the same page. Um, anyway, I think the other things will come into it somewhere else, but let's move on. So that's lovely. Um, uh, Sagittarius, right? So what have we got for Sagittarius? Blocked. Oh dear. So this is the first one we've had. The other, I suppose there has been some shitty. No, no, wait a minute. There was one that was drama, Gemini. But this is taking a bit of a weird turn. So somebody's blocked or very silent right now. Who is it? Is that the feminine that's been blocked? Or is that the masculine that's been silent? What's going on? Justice, legal matters, decisions. All right. So I think if you're the feminine, you're like, look, you're inside, you feel you're blocked from knowing what's going on and all this kind of stuff. And it's because this person's dealing with some kind of legal matters. So they could be going through a divorce, or they could be going through any kind of legal matters. And it's, there's a lot going on. Yeah, look, feminine energy. So yeah, feminine energy, you're blocked from knowing whatever this is all about. Oh, and then she just came out again. This is a very hot woman. Sometimes it's a feminine, but sometimes it's like a femme fatale siren. And I'd say, look, came out of there. So look, I think someone's definitely going through legal matters with like a Jezebel, whatever we want to call it. In fact, let's get that back because legal matters might come out. What is it? So what is? Well, again, we don't want to be too nosy, but I've picked it up now. So illuminate, truth, discovery, awakening, right? So whatever that is, that someone, whether it's a divorce or arguing over a house or arguing over kids, or I can't think, or business, well, there's loads of things it could be, but these are, whatever it is, someone's going through a legal thing, and some kind of truth is coming to light with a toxic feminine because she's in reverse, whilst their real feminine is in the dark about what's going on. Something could come to light actually at full moon Aquarius. Groupie. Oh my god! Right, the child set right. So again, I don't like that card, but yeah, there's something to do because child services just came out. Right, we're not. That's what I mean. We're not like. Let's put this back. I don't. That's why I don't like it. It's kind of like getting a bit too deep. But anyway, it's like I don't know how groupie comes into that. Maybe this person's got other people to lie or something and stuff as well, but whatever. But yeah, so there's something like that going on in another person's life. So it's like, it's not the right time for you to. Well, they've got other priorities, you know what I mean? Other things that are more important. And I'm I'm taking responsibility for my mistakes. What I'm actually wondering there is that could be like, yeah, I mean child custody, but it's like I'm taking responsibility for my mistakes. Like, is it a mistake to get involved with a woman? Is it a mistake? Like, is there? I don't know. I love you, or it could just be I'm detaching myself from this toxic situation because I love you. Like, I can't stay in this when I love you. But I wouldn't always necessarily be like there's something wrong with the karmic energy, but there is because she was in reverse. So that's why it's like there's something toxic. I want to follow my heart, and that was in reverse. So this person's loved you and wanted to follow their heart for a long time, and like they're only now taking responsibility for what they see as a mistake. What the fuck's going on here? I see myself having kids with you. I can't deal. There's a lot of shit about kids coming through this. So I think like that. I don't like again. I can't be bothered. Like I'm getting tired now, but it's like I think someone's had a really negative family experience, right? And it's like really like just a really horrible negative experience. And like this could have even happened ages ago. It could be happening now. And now someone's like realizing they're in love with you. They want to follow their heart, and they're even surprising themselves that they're getting visions of having a family with you. Which I don't think this is something that this person would have wanted to do because they've had such a hard time. So many songs remind me of you, but like that's again that is really specific. But I'm definitely getting something like that. I'm battling my addictions. You see, and maybe it's like again that's kind of what it's feeling like. It's like someone's got involved with that toxic woman through like a party lifestyle, and then found out that they're bad news. We're a power couple, and I'm proud to be yours. Every time something good or bad happens, I want you first. We trigger each other, and that will ease up when we communicate effectively. Saying that throughout all this. So, right, I'm fucking losing track of the cards I'm picking up here. Right, what else have we got for the feminine? Reprogram your soul, release, raise, reclaim. Yeah, I think because you were left in the dark, Ghost said, not hearing from this person, I predict a riot is on. Oh, God. Um, like, you've had to focus and channel all your energy in on you. And that's giving, maybe I've helped you with that. Awareness, crystal clear vision. Maybe you've used astrology to help you find the answers. Right, but also that was a masculine's card too, because it was the second card. The masculine's got crystal clear vision on what they want. But and karmic, and that's what we saw. They're going through a karmic purge, mirror reflections. I think that's what it says. This person's like, I can't turn away from the fact that you're my mirror. I love you. I don't love this person. They've brought nothing but bad juju to my life. But because of the specific card, I definitely feel there's however many children involved. So you can't. This person's it's been complicated. You can't just walk away. Like, well, you can walk away from the person, but you can't walk away from your kid. Oh, people do, but you know what? That's not what this person's doing. aligning with infinite abundance. It'll make sense to whoever it's for. Right, okay, what have we got from this deck? Passion keeps coming out. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I'm telling you, it's Pluto conjunct Juno right now. Desire is winning. This is kind of given, right? All the fear that's in the air. It feels like the desire is really starting to take over the fear, and that's when people say fuck it and they take action. Emotions. Look deep within. Look deep within your emotions. Scorpio moon. Can you get any deeper? Challenges. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. Yeah. I feel the challenge, if this is yours, that's really been the biggest part is that someone doesn't know what the hell's going on in someone's life, but you will find out at some point when it's the right time. Commitment in reverse. Yeah, I think this person could be going through a divorce and not yet free from it, because free yourself is in reverse. And I'm pulling so many cards that are saying the same thing. Right, okay, so nearly at the end. But maybe they're nearly at the end of that journey. Right, Capricorn. What have we got for Capricorn? I'm spinning around is on. I'm spinning around, get out of my way. Oh my god, that's funny with the fan, like the music videos. I've not got gold hot pants on tonight, and I've also not got the red ones on. I have got jammy shorts, run of the mill jammy shorts in case the camera decides to do me dirty again. Right, too funny. Right, okay, so Capricorn. Oh no, why has it went? It's went really downhill since Sagittarius. Heartbroken, grief, shock, and emotional pain. Somebody's going through it. Frozen out in the cold winter. It's not getting any better. Somebody could have had a heartbroken winter. Fucking joined the club, didn't we all? That was the worst fucking Christmas and New Year I've ever had in my life. I don't want to tempt fate, but I really don't see how I could. I mean, it was mad. Pisces moon Christmas, no thank you. Divine timing, not yet. Trust the process alignment. Right, so that's interesting actually. The way I've put this, right? I feel yes, she does interact with the chat, but the way I'm doing this style, I have to get through it quickly. What is it you want me to interact with, Steve? And are you a real person or are you here to cause trouble? Lies, deception, and secrecy. Getting a bit shady. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Something could be going on right now. Regret. Oh God. Right. I feel a feminine's heartbroken, right? And you feel like you're totally on the outside of someone's life. Something could have been a very long, painful winter in particular. And this masculine's in regret, feeling sad and guilty. They could even be writing texts and deleting them, or writing letters and not sending them. There's some kind of deception or secrecy or lie that's caused a lot of pain. And things are aligning in divine time, and it's not yet the time. Fair enough. Yes. No. Hang out. Yeah. No. I do. I usually do chat away in the chat, but that's why I don't usually do this style, because I don't like it, because I think that's, to be honest, I don't want to judge people, but I think it's quite rude when people don't interact with chat. I think people have actually turned up to sort it, so I do think it's quite rude. But like, I like when people do. I like when I watch people and they engage. But no, I'm not in two together. No, I can't handle that shit. I've only got this. I dumped all the other platforms, and I hate TikTok, so you'll never find me on there. But yeah, I think basically there's something, maybe the masculine's dealing with addiction or something. I mean, it doesn't need to be that, but it's just kind of because there's some kind of secrecy and lies going on, and they're feeling regret, and this person's feeling like totally out the loop, but it's not the right time. look closely, it's within you. Spiritual awakening and a fair, sneaking around, secret love. Oh God, and we've got lies and deception. Oh God, why are we getting all horrible ones now? Look, someone's having a spiritual awakening, right? And there's definitely some kind of regret around a secret affair. So, in order for us to call it an affair, it means that if you should, like, you were in an official couple or maybe even a marriage and someone's, I don't like picking up on things like that, but that is what's coming out. So, if that's not you, that's not you. This is not yours. Um, okay, now you're just coming out with all the. Right, people might think that's harsh, but I can tell he was just asking stupid questions. Like he's trying to distract me. Fuck off! I'm trying to do my thing. Right, so that's how you deal with distractions. You don't let it fucking carry on too long. Boom. See you later. Right. Okay. So it's going to be part of this message too. So oh shit! Wow. Oh my god! Look at what I just read on. So that's what it is here. This wouldn't if this isn't so if you're not resonating, right, that's what it is. You've been in an actual couple or a marriage and someone has cheated and it's known and they're in regret and they're having a spiritual awakening. And if you're in the receiving end, you didn't put up with it and you blocked them, you didn't wait to see how bad it was going to get, right? And they're having a spiritual awakening. This is interesting because I don't pick up on ones like this, right? Okay, because we can't call it an affair if you're not in an official couple or something and you're twin flames. It's not a relationship, it's a connection, and it hurts like hell. I believe me, I hear you, but you can't do anything about it. It's tough shit. Do you know what I mean? But the same for them too. If you want to get involved with someone, they can't do anything about it either. But it's just, pretty shite that the divine feminines don't have a desire to do. Well, this one doesn't anyway, and most real ones that I know of don't. But I'm making a plan to come back to you. Oh, see what I mean? That's like what I said about that Love Island thing earlier. Although obviously this is a lot deeper than Love Island. Someone's really fucked up there. I'm going through a lot, and they're going through karma and spiritual awakening. Possibly, could look, I miss holding you. That makes sense. Maybe this person's not only missed, like maybe this person's not only lost their spouse, they've lost their family. If there's children involved in that, I'm not saying about children, but um, let's see. We trigger each other and that will ease up when we communicate effectively. But you think that's quite, I've never got that download before, but that's quite interesting if you think about it. Even if you're not together, it's like, so I do think that, like, to stick with it, right, I do feel that is the case. I think someone's lost their family and they miss holding you because they used to hold you at night and, in the morning, whatever, and whenever they want, and now they can't. And, but it's like even the same even if you weren't in that because like you lose the potential of what could have been, you lose the potential of what could have been a future, if your future family, your future holding someone at night and in the morning, you know what I mean? But that it doesn't, it feels more specific, like it's an actual cheating scenario. I can't wait to be alone with you. Oh yeah, see, and there's obviously still a lot of feeling here, and because it's like the feminine's like, I can't wait to be alone with you. I miss you so much. Your heart hurts. It makes sense if you were actually with this person. We trigger each other, and that will ease up when we communicate effectively. So maybe this is a case of you didn't understand what you were, like you didn't understand you were twin flames. Oh, and that there could have been an interfering mother, because that card jumped out as it likes to do. The card that is not the interfering mother, so that's pretty funny. Trust, ask, listen, allow. So the feminine's trusting that it's all going to come together when it's meant to. And the masculine path of least resistance, the 8-8 portal is going to be significant. Choose ease of grace. Look, I think the masculine had an addiction. Like, because look, that's choosing the matrix or choosing the new earth. I think the masculine gave in to lust and lost their family, is what I'm getting. Resolution, strive for harmonious solutions, and now all they want is a resolution after being in separation. Wow, this is like so boom, boom, boom. And Capricorn 10th house, Capricorn is karma, though, you see. Cardinal. So again, feminine, but you had the vision that this person was going to wake up and do better and at Scorpio sex. You know what I mean? Eighth house alchemist. Whatever this person's done, and again, I mean, it does. No, it does. I was going to say it doesn't need to be cheating. It was cheating because it's a card where it's like secret affair and it's a fox running off with a rabbit, and then the sad wife fox is like, you know what I mean? It's a sad card. But I was going to say it could have been someone's lied about money or something and they fucked up and lost money, but it's no that. It's definitely that. So anyway, right. The timer's about to run out, so yes, rekindle. Oh God. So like I don't know what this is, but look, if this made sense, you're going to rekindle a bond, right? That you've clearly got. There's deep emotions, there's signs and synchronicities, and you're telepathic together. I think that could be like people that have married young or something, and you've fucked up, and and that's why it's like there's whole generations that have done that, but then there's people in my generation. It's just it's like what I say, men battle against lust every day, and some people lose the battle. That's kind of feeling a little bit like, well, that is whatever that was. Right. So, Aquarius and Pisces, and then we're going to have to assess whether I can do the Scorpio big one because I need to because it's what cards? All the cards are falling on the floor. Right. What have we got for Aquarius placements in 11th house? Anyone can resonate. Blah 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 blah. Take a gamble. So again, someone's like, should I take a gamble? Should I take a risk unless there's an actual gambling problem? Should I take a gamble that leads to me celebrating going for it? The answer is yes. Fake illusions, but it's in reverse. Someone's just woke up to an illusion, overwhelmed boundaries and retreat after taking time for themselves. Time for a new direction, changes are ahead. So yeah, whatever that's about, I feel the masculine energies just woke up from an illusion. It actually feels like the illusion is that you didn't think you were good enough. And now you're like, fuck yeah, I'm good enough. Now that I've taken the space and, created the boundaries I need to, which Saturn going retrograde soon will help you with. And I can now see that it's time to take a new direction. And the new direction is fuck it. I want to be happy. I've got to be in it to win it. I don't want to just watch the things I want pass me by. I want to be I want my wish to come true, and I want to make I want to make the feminine's wishes come true. But I don't. But it's like I feel this person was like, but it's like I'm only going to fuck up things, and it's I'm just hearing all this negative self talk, and then there's that card again, and it's easier just to go out with my friends and get pissed, and that's the friends are like, come on, come and get drunk. Yeah, we know that you keep going on about this person you're in love with, but like, life's too short. Just come out and get drunk. It's, just, yeah, stop trying to heal. I mean, we want to hold you back. But this person's like, I can't let go. I've tried. Attachment, obsession, holding on. I need to take this gamble. I need to see if I can get what I want. Kind of vibes. Right. Astrology affecting the feminine. Cancer, and we're just coming out the Mercury direct. Half of least resistance. And the masculine. What are the same cards? 10th house recognition. Again, I think we're getting a lot of 10th house recognition cards because I feel a lot of masculines are like preparing to reach out because I love that song. Reach for the stars, climb every mountain high and reach for the stars. It makes sense from that. Oh my God, it totally makes sense. Wishes come true. Take a gamble, time to celebrate, wishes come true because it's going to pay off. Oh my God, the card fell on the floor. It's going to have to go to the floor. Mars, yep, it's time to take action. Mars is masculine energy. It's about taking action. It's also your sex sign. This masculine's feeling fired up and ready to do something. about that action, that is. Right, feminine, you can feel their higher heart opening, compassion. You're being hit with all this love, and it's because they're awakening in a bigger way to their love for you. Masculine, yep, let your light shine again. Look, 10th house, it's given, like, you know, I've got that, and so I know a lot of people have similar houses to me. It is given someone with like a Leo midheaven. You're in the public, you know, you're in the public eye in some kind of way, whether you know, you're well known in your community, or you do something online, or it's just like something you're going to do is going to be like, wow, people are going to pay attention. And I actually think, like, expanding consciousness, I actually think people are paying attention because the shift in consciousness in this group of masculines. Because remember, this is for Aquarius, so that's bringing in the North Node in Aquarius and the Aquarius full moon stuff. Ahead, focus on what's in front. Yeah, this masculine is focused. They want to go for it. They want to take a gamble, and it's like someone's. I'm getting a feeling of someone visualizing the moment everything goes exactly how they want it to go, or even better. Like, they keep rehearsing that, and good. That is what you do. I'm a hypnotherapist. You don't need to be a hypnotherapist, but I'm just saying that's what to do. Like, you keep rehearsing the best case scenario rather than the worst. Chemistry, embrace a mutual attraction. Yep, that's what this person. Gratitude, yeah, and abundance. This person's focused on feelings of gratitude and what do I feel, what makes me feel happy, and could even working on literal abundance too. It turns me on to imagine our time together. There's some chemistry, Mars, there's a lot of sexual energy coming through this. Mum says hang up, there's interfering mother energy again. And this too shall pass and we will be together in divine time. There's energies that try to hold us back from one another. Some are closer than what you think. Oh, and that's obviously a mum because of the order that came out in. And the masculine, did I already do these? Like I did. I miss holding you. Oh yes, we've saw that. And I can feel you pulling away. Have you moved on? Because if you have, I'm coming to get you. I'm so tired of sabotaging this connection. Yeah, I'm so tired of sabotaging this connection. I'm so tired of acting like I don't want you when I do want you. Like, I'm just tired of playing games. So I'm going to roll with the metaphorical dice, and I'm going to go for what I want. And I'm just praying and hoping I'm going to be celebrating because you want me to. I pretend I don't care because I care too much. I can feel you pulling away. Have you moved on? Yep, you're so beautiful. Yep, this person wants you. I'm battling. Oh my God, did I not say that? No, I don't know if it was in this one. I'm battling my addictions. Oh, gambling could have been a thing then, because that was the first card. Doesn't need to be, but I can't remember I said that now. Right. This deck, and then thank God I've only got one more to do. And then see, maybe I was meant to do. Nah, I don't like these though. I wasn't meant to do this instead of Scorpio because I don't really like these. Do you guys like this? I don't like this. Like, I don't. I bet it's more important if you like it. I will do it every now and again, but I'm not doing it all the time because I just don't like it. It's a bit boring for me because, like, I have to just do it really quickly, and it's like I don't like it. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? I got a feeling has just come on that tonight's gonna be a good night. Right. Intense again. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs, great lows. That is the Pluto conjunct Juno right now in Aquarius. Intense galactic cosmic love. Illusion. Oh, we got illusion in this. I can't remember what I said about it, but illusion again. Avoid the trap and mistake a fantasy for a true soul connection. I think that's the problem in this. I think this is somebody that's like, this is too good to be true. Like, what's the catch here? Like, surely the person I love doesn't love me back, or yeah, they think they do, but when we get together, they're going to find out the real me. You know, it's like all that kind of catastrophizing. Yes, this is your soulmate, and then that's like, no, yeah, you are meant to be together. This is your person. Stop self-sabotaging. Look, is this just a temptation? Is this just lust? And it's like God and all the guys are like, no, it's love. Think carefully. So this person's thought very carefully, had a lot of challenges, but they still admire you. and now their spiritual awakening's really kicking in, and the separation's coming to a close. And that's my twin flame card. And yeah, it's accepting the twin flame journey and the hell of a lot of chemistry. Yeah, that I tune into this. It definitely feels like somebody really, really misunderstood what the intense sexual desire was like, and was putting it down to lust. And that's not what it is. When it's with your twin flame, that is not lust. I mean, it is lust, but there's nothing wrong with lust when it's mixed in with their. It's like it's not the unhealthy kind. It's like, you know, it is what it is, and it's good. If you know, you know. Right. Um, right. Last but not least, let's do Pisces. So Pisces, what's the wee theme to go with it? But yeah, let me know in the comments after this if you like these all signs quick fire sort of. Because like I said, I don't. I've said it. I've said it. I'll say it again. Right. So there's been some kind of injustice here. We've got the card that says justice, legal matters, decisions. But I'm kind of actually leaning upon that tarot deck I used the other night. Someone could have just won a legal battle. It's about to pay off. Somebody could have just won a legal battle, but they're out of pocket because that card's in reverse. And there's good news. Or how amazing would that be if you're the one in a legal battle and you're out of pocket, but you're about to get good news? Like maybe I'm predicting you're about to win a legal battle, but you're out of pocket, which would make sense. Look. Oh yeah, things are falling apart, change, endings, rebuild. But it's in reverse. So I think that's what you've been going through. And the good news is on its way. Time to celebrate. Thank you. Thanks for the backup. Time to celebrate, yeah. I do think that's what, if this hasn't happened yet, I think someone's either won a legal battle or you're going to. So I just hope you're on the right side of the law. So many questions, or that you're integrity, because I know it's not, it's like that. Shady shit goes on the world. Anyway, whatever. I'm trying to think there are situations where it's like, yeah, so many questions, where do I stand? Right. So many times I'm watching you. So many times. I keep singing that. I can't even stand that song. Right. Right. My stomach's going crazy now as well. No wonder I'm hungry. I had a very healthy tea. Right. Feminine, mutable, refine. That these keep coming out together. So refine your daily routine and rituals. There's something you need to change up there, especially when it comes to honoring your feelings. Slow down a little bit. Your feminine energy, masculine, yang. So masculine, and we get masculine energy. Oh my god, the masculine's got a sixth house too. So again, there's something you need to take action with in your everyday life. You need to change up your everyday ritual routine. Maybe you need to change up something about that you need for healing or something. Um, feminine, expanding consciousness. Yep, you're going through a huge upgrade with all this Aquarius transits going on. And masculine is clearing a lot of energy blocks and it's activating the higher chakras. And gratitude, you're very grateful for one another. A thank you goes a long way. Someone's going to be expressing their gratitude towards you soon. Abundance, be open to acceptance and abundance of love. So be open to it. And heal, yeah, I did say someone needs to heal. Revitalize your heart. Like someone, a masculine, because I said yang, a masculine's focused on their healing, or they've been focused on their healing, and there's something to do with winning a legal case. Mum says hang up. So again, I never got that about that card. So perhaps in this case, someone's mum's been like, just hold off on taking action with that. Like, you know, you need to sort out this. So it might not always be like someone's like, stay away from the she devil. Could be that too. I've always got your back and I'm proud of you. Oh, that's coming out again though. And I will be your cheerleader every day. It turns me on when I imagine us together. My God. The Scorpio wind, guys. That's why that card keeps coming out. Right. Masculine. I'm going through a lot. Yeah, and that makes sense. If someone's been going through something, or if this is what they went through in the past. Because even if someone's won something and you've went through something like that, you need to take time to heal, and it's like get over the shock of it. Because I help people with stuff like this a lot, legal cases. So, but whatever that's all about, I feel so much regret for everything I've said and done. I can picture a life here. So again, perhaps somebody has ghosted you and not treated you right due to what they were going through in other areas of their life. And this is, I'm now sort of got the time and the space to heal and to reflect, and they're feeling shit. And they're like, oh God, I can picture a life with you. I miss kissing you. You're so beautiful. The silence is killing me. Like basically this person now wants to open up to you, and no one makes me feel the way you do. I see signs of you everywhere I go, and I'm so grateful for you. Oh, I said that before I even got the card. Wait a minute, where I said that with a different deck. That's creepy when that happens. But I mean, it's creepy cool, right? Okay, so right, last one, and then I'm finished this. Oh, I'm finished, and I'm finishing the 11:11. Right. Oh my god. Right. Well, we just fuck it. We're gonna have to do it, right? Because it's Scorpio. It's not Scorpio Moon tomorrow, and that'll annoy me. So recognition and trust. So someone's recognizing what this connection means to them, and they really want you to trust them. They didn't love themselves, but now they feel, they're healing and they feel different, and they're looking at you different, and they're realizing that it's true love. I mean, let's end it there, and that would make sense. Someone had to release an ex. It was distorting everything. The time has come to clear your energy. Oh, and also like if I mean that's why I wasn't even bringing that in, because it doesn't always need to be something to do with an ex. But I mean, obviously this was the time has come to clear your energy. So somebody could have been going through a lot of shit with an ex, and now that they've healed from that, it's like they see that this is true love. That's a beautiful place to end. That is a lovely place to end it, because Pisces in the 12th house is true love. I'm like, I've got fucking stuttering. It's and when I do that, it's when somebody can't get the words out. But it's like, and that makes sense for the message. But it's it's your deepest fears, but it's your deepest desires. Right. I'm absolutely fucking knackered. Like, so I hope that you enjoyed that. And like I said, it would be very helpful if you let me know. I'll probably change the title. I don't know. I'll probably change the title to All Signs or something, but I might just leave it. Because I did touch on all that stuff at the start. Oh, I can't decide. It's 11:11. Yeah, I just say fuck it and go for it. Because I like to do the signs in the moon, you see. That's my. Yeah, fuck it. I'm not. What days? I'm not doing any tomorrow. I'm just going to do it. And also, because I've just saw the shorts for tomorrow was about karmic interference, trying to prevent a union, but they're not. But it's not going to happen. It's not worked or something. So I wonder if that's going to fit in with this. Right, I need to finish this anyway. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pee, because that would be wise, because I've drank a lot of water, and I might get more water. No, I will get more water, and I'm just going to fucking do it. So, yeah, so probably be here for another 2 hours. I was just maybe considering, like, maybe I just do it and I just do it for an hour, and then I make them all an hour. But I mean, it's never an hour. It's always like, but I'm going to change it up. I'm not going to do exactly the same question. I was going to wing it. So anyway, the point is, I'm going, and I will be back in probably 5 minutes. Um, maybe sooner, but yeah, I'm going to do it. So I will see you in a minute. Yeah, I'm just going to wing it. I don't. I'm going to do something with it, but I'm going to change it up. Maybe that's what it is. That I'm only going to be about an hour. But if I'm doing it the old way, I'll be a couple hours. So we'll just we'll just wing it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'll be back in 5 minutes. Right. See you in 5 if you're joining me, and thank you if you tuned in. Yes, see you soon, Katie. And Katie